Sound check, sound check, sound check. What's up, everybody? What's up? It's the one and only DJ Tyson. Let me get a sound check on my live. I'm about to send the link out to the people that's about to join the panel. Y'all make yourself at home. Get those likes up, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. As you see, warning, disrespect will not be tolerated on this channel. I'm asking to respect DJ Tyson and his quest. If you become disrespectful to anybody in this channel, you will be blocked ASAP. And that is a fact, Jack. So I need all mods on deck. Mods, listen to me clearly. Do not misuse your moderation rights. I will be watching the chat as well. I want people to speak their mind freely. But if it does not make sense, and if they haven't been around for the last 2 years or more in this R.Kelly fight, and it don't make sense, and they just approval and being approval of the peoples who been in this fight and who haven't been in this fight, or who has done damage and they're in denial of the damage that they caused, then block their ass. Okay? But in the meantime, we're going to give people the freedom of speech to let them voice their opinion. Again, all names that's being involved in this panel, I don't want you to take offense. It's nothing but facts, especially if you haven't been around for the last 2.5 years. So give me a minute, y'all. Y'all go ahead, get them likes up, subscribe, share all that stuff. It's going to be a great panel tonight. Let me get my guests in. Let me get my phone. Let me get my guests on the line. Let me get my guests on the line. We got a lot to talk about. And I want to welcome everybody tonight. This will be respectable live, will not be ratchet. None of that. I will allow other people to come on as well. Just text me. And let me get the stream. Invite everybody who's coming on. And we're going to make sense to a lot of things tonight. I feel it's only right to bring people back to the awareness of what it is and what it ain't. Okay? So give me a second. I'm sending out the stream now. Everybody that's coming on, come on. Also, I have stipulations with this live that I'm doing. Each person will have 3 to 4 minutes to voice your opinion on the topic or question itself. And then once you finish whatever you're saying, please say, I render the mic. Once you say, I render the mic, I will once take control of the mic and I will call the next person to have the mic. I want each person to respect each person who's talking. I don't want nobody talking out of turn. I don't want nobody talking over each other. Let each person get out what they have to say, and we're going to respect it like that. I say it again. Each person that gets the mic will have 3 to 4 minutes. Whatever questions is being asked, each party will have 3 to 4 minutes to answer the same questions, because I don't believe the questions that's being asked, everybody will have the same answer. So respect the person on the mic. Once you're done, if I say time, that means you render the mic, or once you get through saying what you're saying, please say, I render the mic. And then at that particular time, I will take over the mic and I will call the next person on the mic. Yeah, like that. Let me make sure I got the stream up. One more time. One more time. Let me see. That's one. So, yeah. Just waiting on the people to get on. Yeah. Make sure your mic is clear. Make sure people can hear you. So forth and so forth. Let me get this going. We will have men on the panel. We're going to render the mic to the ladies first. Okay. Hope everybody doing well this evening. I see the numbers going up. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share. The title of this is Let's Talk About the R.Kelly Case and the Players. Some people will be allowed to join the panel with respect. No disrespect to the people whose name will be used on my panel. If you don't know how to use the stream, it's just a simple click. You get in, you put your name up there, and you are in the live. Simple as that. I will pause the mic while you all get adjusted. By all means, hit those likes. Let me get these people. Hold on. Yeah, we're just giving people time to come in, y'all. And some people never really used the link before to get on. They working their way in right now as we speak. Just give me a few minutes. And again, if your name is being mentioned, please do not get offended. We just go bring nothing but facts about this whole R.Kelly situation, and there's a lot of people who got something to say and feel some type of way. We're gonna let that be stressed today. And if people getting their feelings from this live, then don't take it personal. Just getting some things organized. Y'all give me a second. Give me one second. Okay. Give me a second. Again, do not block anybody if they're not being, disrespectful. If they're being disrespectful, you may block it. But I will respect others' opinion. But on this channel, we are R.Kelly supporters, and you most definitely have to respect our opinion because we have a right to have an opinion, just like everybody else, with no one taken to an offense. So, who don't know how to use the link, it's just a simple click. Once you click on the link, it should be able to enter you inside of okay. People are coming. Let me push it up in there again. It's just simple. Hope your phones is upgraded. Hope your microphones work. Just click on the link and enter. I'm giving people the I ain't got the panel set, and I got 200 people in here already. Just be patient, y'all. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get people who never use the stream adjusted. They go one person on. Hey, Dana, how you doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Get your sound right. Can you hear me? And if you is
can you hear me, Kevin?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Stay put right there. We're gonna let the other people come on. And then we go get this cracking.
It sounds like an echo.
Yeah.
Sounds like an echo.
Fix it on your part. Make sure you got your browsers closed. I don't know what system you're using, but whatever it is, you got to make sure you got your browsers closed because you could be listening in and be in the stream on one and be listening on the other when you should just close that one. Got my man Roland in there. Oh, man. What's up, Roland? You there, Roland?
Well, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, Roland in the building. Everybody say what's up to Roland. Go ahead, Roland. Check your mic. Yeah, we can't hear you, Roland.
I'm good, man. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, brother. Nice to finally see you, brother. We see you. We see you. Or I see you. They don't see you yet. But yeah. Just for the record, will not be no disrespect on this live. And we're gonna get ready in a second. I'm waiting on other people to get on board. I'm just waiting on a couple more. Yeah. Cassandra, you there? Cassandra.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Dang, I had a hard time getting in. I had to close out some stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome to it. Roland, you still good over there,
Yes,
bro?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
Make sure
here.
y'all got y'all other devices off. Roland will be back. I'm pretty sure he just getting his stuff adjusted.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. All right, Danny, you there?
Okay. I'm here. Okay.
Okay. Now, first thing I want to make sure y'all mics is straight. Can we get a mic check? 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear the people on the mic? Test y'all mics out, please. Yeah, Danny, you echoing.
I'm here.
I want to make sure people yeah, we're waiting on a few more people, y'all. And then we go get this cracking. In the meantime, come on in, like, subscribe, share. Hope you don't get in your feelings. Because this is about to be lit tonight. It will not be ratchet.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I still hear you, but make sure your mic is adjusted right.
One, two, 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Somebody fix their mic.
Okay.
Okay, you straight? You got your mic adjusted? I got my man rolling. Rolling.
What's up, baby? You hear me?
Yeah, you good? You good? You good?
Okay.
Okay, you loud and clear. Want to welcome everybody to my live. This is my first official panel. You all, I'm pretty sure you all gonna like it. If you haven't liked right now, like, because it's gonna be real hot. Waiting on a few more people, and then we go get the cracking. Again, same way I explained the rules. Rolling is we're gonna let the ladies go first, and then we're gonna let the brothers go next. But when each one gonna have 3 to 4 minutes to say what they have to say, and after that, and at the end of you talking, please say I render the mic. When you say I render the mic, that means I will take the mic and I will say so and so and so. It's on you. Okay. Y'all got it? Everybody got it? You got it?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Sandra.
Kevin, can you still hear me?
Okay, who is that?
It's Dana.
Yeah, I hear you, Dana. Cassandra. Okay, who is that?
Okay.
Okay, somebody echoing Cassandra. Yeah, I hear you, Dana.
Yes.
Cassandra. I gotta kick one of your browsers out, Cassandra. Okay, somebody echoing Cassandra. Yeah, I hear you, Dana.
Yes.
Cassandra. I gotta kick one of your browsers out, Cassandra. Okay, somebody echoing Cassandra. I'm echoing off somebody. I gotta kick one of your browsers out, Cassandra. Okay, somebody echoing Cassandra. I'm echoing off somebody.
I can't hear.
I'm not like this. Somebody has an extra browser.
Makes a lot of noise.
Misguided, can you hear me, Misguided?
I can hear you.
Okay, Dana, can you hear me? Dana? All right, Town, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Roland, can you hear me?
Oh,
Hey, bro.
Yes.
Roland, you can hear me?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
All right, I think
Yeah, I hear you.
everything's straight. We're gonna wait till Dana come on, then we're gonna get straight into this. Let me unmute all this stuff. Again, remember everybody, I guess the other people go get the link later and come on, but we're gonna keep this moving. Remember, everybody go have 3 to 4 minutes to say what they want. Once you've done saying what you want, you say, I render the mic after the end of your whatever you want to say, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Okay. All right. That's fine. Dana, can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you, Cassandra.
Okay.
All right. Want to welcome everybody to my live. It's the one and only DJ Tyson. As you all know, this is my first time doing a live panel. Certain people names will be mentioned in this live, not to offend anyone, but to bring nothing but facts on how we get to where we at right now today pertaining to this R.Kelly situation. Now, the people that's on the panel are people who've been following this whole R.Kelly romper room, I would say, and can have some insight on the people that's being involved as well. I want to introduce Roland Bishop. You know him already. He called in many a times. Roland, say what's up to everybody.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Yeah. And then next we got Misguided YTF. Misguided YTF, say what's up to everybody.
Hey, everybody. Misguided in the building.
Next we got Cassandra. Cassandra, say what's up.
Hello, everybody.
All
What's
right.
up?
Then we got Chi-Town Finest in the building. Say what's up, Chi-Town. Where's Chi-Town at? Chi-Town.
Hey, YTF.
Yo. And then we got Dana Patella. Say what's up, Dana. Dana, you got to fix your mic. Okay. Now, let's get straight to it, y'all. For the last 2 years, we all have watched the R.Kelly. Matter of fact, let me mute everybody mic, and then I'm gonna leave y'all mic because I don't like the background. Welcome to the panel, Nikki.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just stay put. I'm gonna mute everybody. And then I'm gonna let the mics off. We're gonna let the ladies go first. Remember, Nikki, I was telling everybody, you're gonna have 2 to 3 minutes to be on. I don't have a spin fire number. I wish I could have a number, but I don't have a number. Everyone gonna have 2 to 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes to say what they want to say pertaining to the topic at hand, and then after that, at the end of whatever it is that you're saying, you will have to say, I render the mic, and then I will call the next person to take the mic. There will be no disrespect in the chat. There will be no ratchetness in the chat. If you don't like what's said on this panel, you are able right now to leave and just stay gone. I need all mods on deck for disrespect. If I call a name, that's the name you block. Give me a chance to say what they say. If it don't make sense because they just catering to the person they support, we're not having that. We're doing nothing but facts over here. Okay, let me get a sound check. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody put a one in the chat? Put a one in the chat. Yeah, Spin Fire, text me. Okay, now for the last 2.5 years, we have watched Surviving R.Kelly, and we know there was a lot of women that was on Surviving R.Kelly, talking about R.Kelly did this, R.Kelly did that, and now here it is 30 plus years later, everyone is a victim. Now, there's no disrespect to the last victim, but when it comes to making certain allegations, you should have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed. And if your I's dotted and T's not crossed, then someone is going to question your credibility of what you're saying. Me, myself, been on YouTube for like 2.5 years following this whole docu-series and Robert Sylvester Kelly and the alleged victims, and how some will get on the internet and exploit themselves to be victims. But then they will come on other channels to say different things. And then you got some people that played a major part, and some people that is conspiring to get R. Kelly some years of incarceration. I'm going to play a clip. And once I play this clip, each individual will have the opportunity to speak on the clip itself, because after I play it, I will ask you some questions about this clip I'm about to play. Now, we're talking about the players inside this whole R. Kelly situation. The players are Azriel Clary, Angelo Clary, Larry McGee, aka the Grown Man Show, Old Code, whatever. Now, no disrespect to none of the people that I'll be talking about tonight. I accept Larry's apology for engaging with my son at his house, but that doesn't deflect from the damage that he caused or participation that he had in this whole R. Kelly situation. Okay, so the forgiveness is still real or whatever, but the facts still remain the same. And that's what we're about to talk about, the facts tonight and the players that played in this. So right now, let me play this real quick, and I need you all to listen real well.
Still ain't on. In truth, we did our job. We brought the information to the public. Surviving R. Kelly went on. We kept that shit going. We got bus drivers. We got police officers. We got assistants. We got friends. We got people to lie. We got the storage. We got motherfucking video, audio. You have seen Azriel at my house. You have seen parents at my house.
Okay. Now, listening to that itself, I noticed the other night they was trying to give Larry some accolades for being on YouTube. I understand that they was trying to honor him as if he deserved a trophy for the things that he's done on these YouTube streets. For anybody that don't know Larry, Larry is a person who comes from IG, which he says many a times. And I'm going to give the mic to Nikki first. I'm going to let you be the first one to speak. You got 3 to 4 minutes, but let me finish what I'm saying. Larry comes from IG with the mask. He comes from IG, Facebook, or YouTube, and he has taunted a lot of R. Kelly supporters because we was all being opinionated about the things that Azriel Clary has said about R. Kelly when she's been around him 3 to 4 years. Now, after the clip I just played, I want to know your opinion on Larry McGee, who has played a significant part in sending things over to the prosecutors, and they basically saying they accept everything that he sent in order to try to get some type of conviction against Robert Sylvester Kelly, which is still now in pretrial services. The trial starts pretty soon. So, Nikki, I'm going to unleash your mic and give you the floor first. Can you hear me, Nikki?
DJ.
Yes.
Hey, do you mind passing the mic to someone else and let me come on after?
Yes. Who would like ladies first? Which one of you ladies would like to take the mic first? You can unmute yourself. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, DJ. It's misguided.
Okay, misguided. So, what is your opinion about what you just heard, and what role do you think Larry McGee played in this whole R. Kelly situation?
The thing about Larry that I would like to speak to, the duality of Larry. Larry is, to some, he might be regarded as a smart guy. I tend to have a more in-depth opinion of him. I think I've always referred to him as a crook that read a book. Larry knows the game. Larry knows how to play the game. Larry has been cognizant enough to do his homework, to do his research. I won't take that from him. Larry knew how to work the system. Doesn't make him a bad person. It makes him an opportunistic person. Larry has a duality of understanding the street side of it, and then Larry knows how to play the side that has the red pen in their hand. Larry claims to have, he claims that he has a street knowledge, he has a street credit, is what we've been told on YouTube. But Larry also knows how to work the masses. And when I say the masses, I'm meaning that Larry knows about, he knows about the social engineering that goes into R. Kelly's case. He knew enough about the status quo to rile up the masses and get them to rally behind him. It's a very delicate subject. It's a very gentle subject. And let's be real, R. Kelly has been a hated man for a while. So Larry knew that that would be easy. Larry had enough sense to know that when we're talking about socioeconomic status, Blacks are incarcerated probably about 5 times as more than their white counterparts. Larry knew enough about that shit to commit white collar crime. I'm saying all that to say, you can't tell me that Larry don't get this. Larry knows there's nothing more than social engineering. Larry knows that a man of means can have multiple women. And let's be real, excuse my French, bitches get flued out all the time. Larry knows that. But Larry also knew that this moment, white America and the mainstream media had criminalized R. Kelly. So he was strategic enough to get on the bandwagon. Everybody ain't that damn mad. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but I'm gonna give you an extended time. But a lot of people don't understand why he got into this. Can you elaborate on more about when we found out that Larry was indicted for 1.6 million, and then when they come to forefront now, they saying, hey, he put himself in this whole situation with the government as being someone who was conspiring against Robert Sylvester Kelly.
I mean, I said that. I won't take that from him. He knew what to say and who to say it to. I mean, if you're talking about federal agencies, you're talking about mainstream media, you're talking about R. Kelly, who has had a questionable background. Hell yeah, he knew what to say and who to say it to. So in the grand scheme of things, nobody's thinking about his little $1.6 million crime. We're talking about, quote unquote, sex trafficking, RICO, and all those dirty, hard words that the mass has convinced them that R. Kelly is guilty of. So you pick the lesser of two evils. And that's what he did.
Okay.
Larry ain't got all the sense, but he got a lot of it. He got enough of it to know who to pit against who. This is not about no victims. If it was about victims, Larry's cause would have been championing for victims who didn't have a platform. These accusers have platforms with thousands of followers. They're launching books. They're going on press tours. They're making cocoa butter and shea butter and natural hair products, and they're traveling across the country to make music videos. What about those victims that don't have a voice? Help them, and then come tell me that you're a real champion for women's rights.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it damn sure looks good to say that he did it. But for those of us, the same 2,000 people floating on YouTube, we know better, but the masses don't. And that's why he was credited in the masses in a federal court. He got credit for his work. He did that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He did that.
Okay. Do you render the mic?
I rendered the mic.
Okay, then stay right there. We're going to go back to something else. Roland, you there, Roland? I'm going to pass it over to Roland. Roland, you there?
What's up, bro? I'm here, man. You hear me?
Okay, same question. Give us your idea of, I was saying, just as I was saying, misguided. I noticed the other day they was trying to do a ceremony for someone, and they think this person was an honorable person, but not realizing the damage that he caused or his participation in the government's work and making itself part of the federal government and being what we call a snitch. I want you to elaborate on that and what part has Larry played in it, while a lot of us seem to forget the rules and the laws of the land.
Well, we're gonna start off with describing the young man first. We'll do that. We can go with words like self-centered. You know what I'm saying? Self-serving. He was looking for a way to help himself in a situation. When I call in on your channel, man, I always ask this question. And I say, won't you guys go back a couple of years? We say, since we started in 2019, right? Let's go to 2017. Let's go to 2016, 2015. Was Larry helping little girls or abused victims then? Was he champion for them then? I think the answer would be no. He only came up with Team Truth and Old Code because he knew it was a way to help himself. I think the man was doing helping people with the credit at first, right? So I think he got in this case here just to try to help himself. Once he got indicted, he seen a way in, and it was through Angelo. He used him. He used Angelo. We both know they used each other, but he used Angelo. So, and Angelo probably don't mind because Larry was getting his narrative out there. So that was cool for him. They were using each other, using to get his narrative, and he did that. And she said he did that shit. He said he did. I did that shit. That's gonna be the montage of the day. He did that shit. They looking at him like he's noble for what? For stealing? You're noble for stealing? You got people who families are not eating, or the wife not able to get that new car she wants because he stole from the husband, or vice versa. No, he's stealing from people. He deserves to go to jail. He committed a crime, and they over there patting him on the ass and patting him on the back and giving him a send-off for him stealing. In what world does that make sense? So we know what he's doing. He know what he's done. He belongs in jail. And if he keep on, his case may be over. Put it like this. Once he should be doing those 16 months or those 18 months and leave YouTube and go be with his family. That's what I would do. I would go be with my lovely wife and my kids. That's what my time is spent with them, not on YouTube trying to still interfere in this case. You did your job already. You got a lesser sentence. instead of the time you were supposed to get. You got a lesser sentence. So appreciate that lesser sentence and step on. But instead, he wants to keep on interfering in this case. So once he get out, in my mind, he may go back. He may go back because all that mouth is gonna get him in trouble. He can't help himself. So keep giving him kudos for committing the crime over there. That's what y'all do over there. Keep doing what y'all do. We appreciate it. I render the mic.
All right. Thank you for that. We're gonna come back to you.
Yes, sir.
We got other parties to talk about besides Larry, but I'm specifically talking about this because I find it funny how people is giving people go away ceremonies like they did something honorable. So you mean it's basically telling the world that it's honorable to be a snitch. It's honorable to involve yourself in something that has really nothing to do with you, but only to benefit you for the crime that you already previously committed or indicted for before you got into this. That's not the way we roll. Me as a black man, as a person of a lot of knowledge, have the right to voice my opinion. And whatever you decide, that's your opinion. But the fact remains the same. There's nothing honorable about what this guy's done. They might as well be saying that it's okay to steal people's identities. It's okay to steal 79 inmates' identity. It's okay to rob people for $1.6 million. It's okay to get caught up in your own personal indictment, but invoke yourself in somebody else's indictment and give them information to help keep a man who does not know him incarcerated, denied bonds plenty of times, etc., etc. This is what the message they're saying. But nobody looking at the reality of it that a snitch is a snitch, period. I mean, when you sign your line on a dotted line pertaining to the government, that's what you will, that's all you will be. YouTube is one thing, but reality, I don't think it really sinked into him yet because maybe he don't understand the rules of the law of the streets. Yeah, YouTube can, I guess, give you ceremonies, but in the penitentiary and in the federal prisons, it's not like that. Ain't no ceremonies in there about being a snitch. And there's no ceremonies about entangling yourself into something to be a snitch because you got caught for your white colored crime. Who'd like to take the mic next? I rendered the mic to who's ready? Nikki, Sandra, y'all ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead. Give us
So we
your
talking about the clip you just played, right?
Yes.
So he said he got bus drivers and all those people. Like, he had a job when he came in here to do because of his crime he did and we didn't know about until later on down the line. And so, like, you up here reading this man's indictment, why didn't you let the people know about yours? You know, because this is crazy. Like, I was really like bugging because these people praising this guy like he did something. How do you take joy into ruining another person's life? They don't realize that you're going to have to answer to a higher power one day. And he's going to ask you, why did you do this to this man? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Like, you're going away for 100 years. Like, what did you get out of it? How do you feel about what you did? You played a major part in this man's downfall, and you're going to get payback from God from this. Trust and believe that you are. And like, they killing me because everybody like they got a heaven or hell to put this man in, and they don't. I believe they did a whole lot of things to tweak some stuff, to make it look like this, to make it look like that, so this man can go down. But God has the last say, and he's not going to go down. He's coming home. You can't ruin this man's life like this. What you got out of it in the end is you're going to sit down where you need to go sit down. Because if you did wrong, you did very, very wrong. So I just rendered the mic because I'm this has upsetted me so much. This whole thing, these last 2 years, everything has upsetted me. This is not I can't believe I never thought people would be this way. I've never met people or listened to people like this before my whole life to enjoy the somebody's demise. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Toning his supporters, coming in causing chaos. He had a job to do. He didn't care. And I don't think he still cares. I don't think he feel bad about nothing he did. But it's okay, and it's not okay. And you're going to reap what you sow. The bed that you made, you are going to lie in it hard.
Your mic breaking up. Cassandra. Cassandra.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Go
Can
ahead.
you still hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So the everybody think they has dug for Robert Sylvester Kelly, all of them were falling at one by one theirself. And as you can see, it's already happening now. They're falling. God is real. He is really real. I don't know if you believe or you don't believe, but he is real. And when you do something to somebody, you're going to get it back tenfold your way. You are. All I say for these people is I hope that God has mercy on each and every one of their last souls, because they know they did wrong. I don't know how they can sleep at night knowing the things that they did to this man. Mm-hmm. And when he comes out, I think it's going to be a better person. His mindset is going to be different. And he needs to drop all the dead weight that he was around and just go on by himself and get himself back together and until he get right again. Because he's coming out and he's going to be better, a better person. But he's not going to forget all the things that these people did to him. Because I'm sure he knows this and that and that. I'm sure he knows. And the names and all this stuff. And then I don't understand how you're supporting Robert Sylvester Kelly, like the whole sector or whatever. And then you're communicating with this guy. He's a federal informant. Why would you even entwine yourself with a person like that? That makes me look at you suspect. Like, are y'all working together? Or did you have anything to do with this? When people do that, that's crazy. So I don't think you should get praises for anything for the wrongdoing that you did. A person that did wrong, why are you getting praised? I don't think nobody should get praised for the wrongdoing you did. That's not even cool. But that's what they do. Let them do. But over here, it's different. And I render the mic until I figure out something else I want to say.
All right, we're going to get back to that. We're still on the clipping that I just played. Nikki, you available? You available, Nikki? Nikki? Yeah, I met you, Nikki.
Yeah, DJ.
Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Welcome to the panel again. The clip I just played where he said we got bus drivers, we got this, that, and the other. And then we noticed the other day they was having some go away ceremony, like as this guy is the God and that he really did something so righteous. And to me, that's a disrespect, not only to the people that love Robert Sylvester Kelly, but the people who've been around for the last 2 years to see what damage he has caused or what part he has played in this whole R.Kelly situation. And again, let me note that for a lot of people that don't know, he did apologize for my son. That still stands. I accept his apology. But the fact still remains the same. what he did was totally wrong, and you can't put these people on pedestals when they are federal and governments and when they known to be working for federal government and inserting themselves in something that has nothing to do with them whatsoever. And then after we get through with Dana, we're gonna go move over to Angelo. After Dana say her piece on this. Larry, we're gonna go switch over to Angelo. What you got to say, Nikki?
What I have to say is, Larry has done a whole lot. He's done a lot. To me, I look at it, I know other people are involved or whatnot, but to me, Larry plays a big role in this R. Kelly case. Um, I don't understand how those people over there um can sit there and praise him. Oh, Larry, you're such a hero. You did this, you did that. But meanwhile, I just don't get it. Larry wants people to feel sorry for him. He wants people to give him sympathy, empathy, or whatever. But he don't want us over here to have that same empathy for Kales. I don't
Amen.
understand. The same way his people love him, and support him. Why is it a problem for us to love and support Kales? I don't
Amen.
get it. If we support Kales, we are P-Hive, we this and we that. And the whole time you was sitting up over there with a $1.6 million case. You got victims too. You have hurt a lot of people too. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't get it. Larry has done enough. He inserted himself. He know why he inserted himself. He inserted himself to get time off of his sentence. Larry already knew what was going on. He probably already knew he was in the midst of being indicted. He inserted himself just so he could shave off time. Larry thought he wasn't gonna do a day in jail. That's what he thought. But he got shown different. He got 18 months. He thought by him inserting himself, he thought he wasn't gonna do a day in jail or whatever. But like I said, he got shown different. To me, Larry has done a whole lot. He always talking about his family, and that's all. That's all good. You're supposed to love your family. You're supposed to be there for your family. But what about Kels? Kels has a family. Kels has kids. You know what I'm saying? So and it's one thing to let the law do the law's job, but for him to step in and make it so much make it he made it a lot worse. And one of the main things that he's done or whatever that just really blows me is the fact that he's the reason why he blames the supporters for being the reason why Kills got the sequestered jury or whatnot, but he's the cause he was sitting over there sending the prosecution, the feds, um our uh what we typing in the chat, the videos.
I like Nikki. You on point. You got to fix your mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we still hear you, Nikki.
I'm
Go
sorry, I
ahead.
had a call. Yeah, I had a call come in. But
Go
he's
ahead.
the cause of that. Him along with others, but he's the main cause of that. Nobody was witness intimidating anybody, you know. But he's the he. I just it just upsets me so bad that he gets these accolades, and for doing nothing. Larry is not an advocate for victims, not to me, because if he was, he wouldn't sit over there calling women every bitch he could think of. He's not an advocate for no women. And for him to sit there and get the praise like oh, he's just, like he's this modest guy, he's really not. He's really not, because he's talked about several people on this side being women. So I just don't understand how you're an advocate for women and you sit there and talk about women uh extremely bad, or whatnot. But my thing is, let the law be the law. Let the law do the law's job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rocking with nobody that's gonna sit there and snitch, to get their way out of something. It's one thing, to if you really believed that these were victims and you wanted to, help and lend a helping hand and be a voice, but that's not why he did it. He didn't do that. He didn't do it because of that. He did it because he simply wanted to shave off time. That's it. That's all. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. And I don't wish jail upon nobody. But if you do the crime, you do the time. And he's going where he needs to be for doing his crime. To me, Larry's just not a good person. He's not a good person at all. And he is a big cause of what R. Kelly is going through. He is a major cause of it. He's a major cause of it. And the sequestered jury, all that is Larry along with others. But um I'm gonna still be on the panel, but
Okay,
I'm gonna have to mute my mic. I'm gonna come back on. But
you
I
render
just had
the
to
panel.
speak my piece on Larry, because Larry is not this modest guy that everybody is making him out to be, or what he's really truly not. And to me, if you're a supporter of R. Kelly, I don't understand how you could, have anything to say to this man. This man has done a lot of damage to Kales. He has done a lot. Him along with others in Oak Cove / Team Truth, they have done a lot to this man. They're not letting the law be the law. They're not letting the law do what the law's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And even if you did believe that this man was guilty, which I do not think so, but even if you did believe that, let the law do the law job. Don't you step in and try to be the law, throwing in um shit that's gonna cause this man, to have a messed up trial. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody speaks on his case, somebody reads his indictment, we're the devil. We're the devil, because we speak on his case and we discuss his case. We're the devil. But he's not the devil for everything that he's doing, still doing to chaos. He's not the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's a hypocrite. He's a fraud. And I don't like him. I don't wish bad on nobody, but he's going to jail. He did the crime. He needs to do the time. He definitely does not need no kind of accolades, because he hasn't done shit. He hasn't done shit for no victims. What he did that for his own personal gain. He didn't do that to really help Azriel or no other alleged victim. He did that for Larry. He didn't do it for the right reasons. Another reason why it pisses me off, because he didn't do it, like I said, for the right reasons. If he really believed this, and he really believed in this, and he really believed Kells was uh guilty, he should have let the law handle it, advocate, let the law handle it, and let it be. But he did it for his own personal gain. And like I said, I just don't have nothing good to say about him. He, you do your crime, you do your time. And that's it. I'm gonna come back on, but I'm gonna have to
Okay.
mute because
All right.
I have to handle something, but I'm gonna still be here.
All right. Thank you. Render the mic.
And
Thank
I
you.
render, yep, I render the mic.
Okay, Dana. Are you there, Dana?
Yes, yes, I'm here. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes. Speak your mind.
Okay. Okay, it's been 2 years. Larry has lied, schemed, connived, and done everything possible to make sure that Kells doesn't get a fair trial, fair anything. But he gets accolades, cash app, as he says everybody else gets. But they praise him as if he's some god. He talks about how he's giving away money to his mods. You should give away your money. You stole 1.6 million from your victims. He's just a weird creep, and he can't go to jail soon enough. Like, you've ruined this man's life for 2 years now. I'm just upset at how OCOV or whatever the hell that name is just praises him And this was nothing but another con. He jumped on the bandwagon with Angelo. He didn't know Angelo. And name one victim he helped in 2 years. Not one. Okay, I think I've said enough.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Moving right along. Roland, you back?
I'm back, baby.
Okay, cool. Moving right along. Let's move forward. We'll probably go back to Larry a little bit later. Let's talk about Angelo. A lot of people know that in 2019, Angelo called my phone while I was on live on Facebook, and then it transitioned me from Facebook to YouTube, and it got me to be more inquisitive about this whole R.Kelly situation. And a lot of people took a lot of my words and they misconstrued it and put it to where they thought it was, but that's neither here nor there. But at the same time, it causes me to do my own type of investigation and looking at stuff and, see if these things are really true, what they're saying about this man. Yes, I have said some things, but after saying some things that I've said, I come to realize when I talk to Angelo personally myself as a man who has daughters, I didn't agree with his tactics as a man. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about a little bit about the Shabazz, Angelo, Azriel. And but after talking to Angelo and him saying all he wanted his daughter was to do a song with R.Kelly, and they could have fell in love or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That bothered me as a parent. So basically, you already knew what your daughter was doing, where your daughter was at. And as she said in the Shabazz docuseries, she was well taken care of. Sometimes I think Angelo do want to hold us some accountability, but he want to still take it and brush it off on R.Kelly because they didn't make no type of business proposition. So what I'm going to ask you, Roland, I'm going to give you the mic. Tell me, in your own words, as far as Angelo Clary, how important part did he play in this? And we all heard when Azriel said, you already knew where I was. And the reason why, I didn't talk to you because you keep bickering, and she was 18 and she wasn't communicating before then. And she most definitely ain't finna do it now that she's 18. She her own woman. So I want you to just elaborate, what is your input on Angelo Clary and how much of a responsibility should he be held accountable for as a man? Because he said that he took his daughter to the concert. One of the other kids was supposed to go. Are we going to get on Angelo? We're going to talk about Alice Clary, all of that, the interviews they done, all of that. So I want you to go ahead and take the mic.
The onus is on him. I mean, it's solely on him. He the dad, right? He's the parent. It's us as parents. It's our job to take care of our children. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do a good job of that. They said she was about to commit suicide. I don't know if that's true or not. Sounded a little far-fetched, but I'm not taking her to a concert. I think she was sent there on purpose. I think she was put on stage on purpose. I don't know who put her there, but it was done on purpose. I don't know whose idea was it. I don't know if it was Alice's idea, was it Angelo's idea, but it was, you're going to get next to R. Kelly. That's what you're going to do. You're going to get next to R. Kelly because they wanted her to have a career. That's why they kept showing all those old videos of her singing in talent shows and all that kind of stuff. They wanted her to get noticed. So they put her there. The onus is on the parents, both of them. That's why they say, when y'all was doing the protest, people was hollering, why would you say, well, were the parents? Because the onus is on the parents. If I have a daughter that's supposed to be, let's say she was 17, okay, that's fine. But if I have a daughter that's young, so to speak, right? And she's missing or she's not in the house. I'm wondering where my daughter at. If I call her phone, she don't answer the phone. I'm wondering where my daughter at. I heard nothing on the news about a young lady missing from Baltimore or if they were in Florida. I heard nothing about that. No Amber Alerts, no nothing. And that goes for really all of them. Everyone that was with Rob, who they claiming he kidnapped, which he didn't. Parents don't want to know where their children at. I want to know where my son's at. I got sons. I want to know where my son's at. Let alone my boo, my baby girls. I want to know where they at. So all that bullshit about they didn't know where she was at. I think Alice Clary said my only regret is paying for that ticket and sending her. So that right there is an admission of guilt.
Mhm.
That's an admission of guilt. They paid for the ticket to send their ass wherever they sent it to. So the onus is on the parents. I can't wait the court start, and nobody can wait the court start. I mean, everybody waiting on it because the way this gonna play out, they're gonna look at these people, and it's damn near laughable that you have all these people trying to say that someone was held captive or kidnapped when no Amber Alerts, nobody looking for their daughter. I didn't see nothing on the news. It's laughable to have this man incarcerated, sitting in jail for someone talking about he did something to their daughters or he held them captive. That just sounds so stupid. So since that sounds far-fetched, they had to use Stockholm syndrome. They had to use that word Stockholm. So now they're there, but they're not really held captive, but they're captive in their mind. Hence Stockholm syndrome. So now they're captive in their minds. They want to leave, but they don't know how to leave. Unless they're going to get some shoes from down the street from their uncle. I just had to throw that in. That's the funniest shit I ever heard. I'll be back. I'm going to get some shoes down the street. So if I'm going to get shoes down the street, I'm out the house. That means I'm free. So why am I going to go back? None of this stuff even makes sense. You can't make this stuff up. So when they hit that stand and they get cross-examined, they're going to be looking stupid on this, and it's going to be laughable. I'm just telling you. And it's the way it's going to play out. You know, I bet Nicole licking her chops. She ready because I can't wait. Angelo, you a poor excuse, man, for a dad. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm sending my daughter anywhere by herself. She wasn't with R.Kelly. She wasn't with no R.Kelly. That's what he said. She wasn't with no R.Kelly. I sent her to Valerie Payton. She worked for the label. She supposed to work for the label. How'd you know she worked for the label? Did you vet Valerie Payton? You didn't vet Valerie Payton. You did not vet Valerie Payton. You didn't ask who is Valerie Payton, how long she been working for the label. You didn't ask none of those type of questions. Those are questions. Does Valerie Payton, where she live at? What's her address? Does she have uncles that live in the house? Does she have male sons that live in the house? You just sent your daughter off, and all you thought about was the money and her getting that record with R.Kelly. That's all. You want
pardon the body for 1 second.
Go ahead.
Pardon the body for 1 second. When we talk about Valerie Payton, welcome to the channel 71 Suburban.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on?
Suburban.
You want to? What's up?
Yeah, when we talking about when she the part you said about Valerie Payton, and when it was asked, somebody need to mute their mic. When it was asked, Gail King, when she said he mentioned about Valerie Payton, and she said she went to the Clarys, and I want y'all to write this down and take note. She said she asked the Clarys, have they ever met or spoken to Valerie Payton, and they never had no response to it. So how is it that you send your daughter to somebody and you never met this person to talk to him? So, and what I'm trying to point out, the irresponsibility as a parent all because they wanted their daughter to have some type of shine off Robert Sylvester Kelly. And the mother said that Azriel has been doing her research, and she was like, "Mom, this is my opportunity," and she wasn't taking no for an answer. And if she didn't go, she was gonna run away or do some type of crazy stuff. So they gave in to her. Where were the parents? Why the parents weren't responsible enough to say, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna put you back in the hospital and let you get some help because this is what we don't want for my child." But they let a child make grown-up decisions, and you put a child in a grown-up environment to be grown, but then say a grown man took advantage of your child when you were the same grown-up who was responsible for your child. But go ahead.
Yep. They just wanted to get that record. And they said that all he had to do was one song with my daughter, and he could have went home and had a good night's rest. But since that didn't work out, now he's going through what he's going through right now. You know, and that's how it is. They wanted that one song because they know Rob put out hits. Rob put out hits. Anybody that Rob worked with probably had a platinum song. Probably had a platinum song. You know, Robert done worked with so many people, so many awards, and people don't know that the man was nominated for over 110 awards. Not nominated. I think he was nominated for. I think it was 270 some awards, if I ain't mistaken. About 270 some awards, and he won like 110 of them. I think you guys can do that. 274. I think it was nominated for. Won about 110 awards. So I mean, they were looking for that one song. That's all he had to do. That one song. Rob worked with over 70 some artists. And y'all probably could write them in the chat. Y'all probably know how many people you work with. I can name 30 or 40 off the top of my dome. Some of the people, you know what I'm saying, I know I seen before. I seen in the studio. So, you know, I ain't a stranger to none of this. So, you know, this has been going on for a while. People trying to get next to the man. He's the golden goose. And to me, I think they should have took care of him better than what they've done. Whether you're a bodyguard, whether you're a manager, whether you're hanging around the guy. If y'all seen anything that was not going on that people was doing to the guy, if he's feeding everybody, I'm gonna look out for my boss. I'm gonna look out for my guy who I say I got love for, who I say I care for. You know, if you're a nutritionist, if you see something wrong, I'm telling. If you a mentee, you see something wrong, I'm telling. So stop saying R.Kelly is my friend if you don't understand his plight. So don't say he's my friend. Just say I know him. They'd have been better off telling people that they know him. That's fine. I know him. Don't say he's a friend because you guys didn't treat him like a friend. Else he wouldn't be in this situation right now. You didn't treat him like a friend. So, you know, and then far as the people he worked for, man, I mean, y'all, hell, Sid, drop some shit in the chat. You know who he worked with. We can go down the line. Lady Gaga, Whitney Houston, Wyclef Jean, Tinashe, Ludacris, Celine Dion, Wiz Khalifa. Come on, Huey, Keith Murray, Do or Die, Swiss Beats, Michael Jackson. Can I keep going? The Game, Public Announcement, Biggie, Fat Joe, Noriega, Cameron, Jay-Z, Snoop, Nelly, Foxy Brown, Ja Rule, Future, Ashanti, Lil Wayne, Ty Dolla $ign, Juicy J. Can I keep going? Puffy, Justin Bieber, Rick Ross, Jennifer Hudson, Mary J. Blige, Celine Dion, Young Jeezy, Sparkle, Do or Die from Chicago, Mr. Lee, K. Michelle. Can I keep going? Nick Cannon, Big Timers, Isley Brothers, ATL, Mariah Carey, Houdini, Memphis Bleak, Lil Kim, Twister. Can I keep going? Benny Siegel, Janae Aiko, Maurice Mahan, Kim Burrell, Kelly Price. Can I keep going? Kelly Rowland, Keisha Cole. Can I keep going? Wise and Yandel. Can I keep going? Crucial Conflict, Nas, 2 Chainz, Jeremiah, OJ the Juice, Usher, Kid Rock, Elephant Man, Tyrese, Robin Thicke, The Dream. Can I keep going? The Game, Chris Brown, Chameleonaire, Boo and Gotti. Can I keep going? And those just off the top of my dome. Those off the top of my dome. That's some shit for your ass, ain't it? Yeah. That should wake some fucking people up. That's what they mean by all. That's what Angelo mean by all my. All you had to do was one song for my daughter. because he wanted her to be in the likes of those kind of people. Because Rob worked at all those people. And it's probably about the 50 more. It's probably about 50 more. I know y'all like, damn, them off the top of the dome. This is like some bullshit. You know, if you ain't hurt, man, by this situation, it's like a falling star that they're trying to take down. It's the remix of 2008. We couldn't get them, so they tug on America's heartstrings. They pressure their ass. The Me Too, the time's up. People pressured these people to try to indict this man. You heard the analogy, you can indict a ham sandwich. They didn't need much. They didn't need much. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Now we finna get down to the nooks and crannies of this shit. I hate that this happened to this brother, man. This is some bullshit. Motherfucker raised in the Ida B. Wells, man. Growing up in Chicago in the Ida B. Wells projects. People don't know what the projects is. The Jets. That's really the gutter. Like 35th through what 39th, Cottage Grove, King Drive. That's where Rob grew up at, around that area. People don't understand this shit. It's hard to come out of Chicago and make something out of yourself. That's why I commend Derrick Rose and Rob and Twister, the ones who made it out. Man, this shit bothers me, man. This shit bothers me. But I've been talking too long. I get long with it, man. I'm gonna render this mic, man. I'm gonna render this mic. Thanks.
Right. Thank you. Yep. Thank you for that. Stay put right there.
I got you.
Everybody, welcome Suburban Girl. We all know her as the great 312, the creator of the Kale Steppers. So 312, 71 Suburban. What is your take on all this, the Larry and Angelo, so far what we've been discussing?
I heard for a minute about all the things that Larry is capable of knowing, the smartness, the intelligence of all of his strategic things that has endured throughout these 2.5 years, which is true. Nothing false about it. But at the end of the day, Larry did what he did. That 1.6 million has nothing to do with R.Kelly. Stealing people's identities had nothing to do with R.Kelly. Azriel Clary had something to do with R.Kelly. That's not Larry's child. That's Alice's child. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna leave it right there. That's Alice's child. Okay, she was the one orchestrated to do her child to do what took place. That wasn't Larry's child. So everything that he did was dead wrong. But he did it to get this girl that was never lost, that was never kidnapped, that was never abused, back at home with her parents that knew where she was the entire time. Angelo said on Presidents that he was never around. Y'all remember that?
Continue
on. Angelo said that he was never there when they had communication, which leads me to believe it was always her mom. She was well aware. She booked the flights. She was there with her. The girl was not by herself. And they knew every step of the way. And if Drake, what's his name? What's the other celebrity name?
Drake.
If Drake had pulled through, it may not have went so far with R.Kelly because they started out with him first. But because he had a father with sense and it was his manager and they knew better, they couldn't step on those toes. Timbaland was up for it. He was in the lineup. There was a few that was in the lineup, but because the situation with R.Kelly already flared up in the air, he was a better target. Larry said a lot of things that Angelo said that he hadn't, it wasn't he wasn't responsible for it. At least he's not being accountable for it, and he's not holding himself accountable for it. but he went along with it. Okay. He went along with it the entire time, from her eating shit to her stink in Florida to whatever the case. He went along with everything. So, I mean, I said that to say, yeah, Larry's all the way dead wrong, but Angelo needs to be held accountable because that's his child. He came in talking about my child. If he would have did this song, you know, they started off with like what, 200-300 people on IG. You mean to tell me you gonna get on the screen with somebody and do a live with a mask on and you don't know nothing about them? No. You got questions to ask. Like, bro, why you coming on here like that? What's going on? You have to know something about this man. You're just not gonna jump on board with him and found that he's the best candidate to get your daughter back by all means necessary. But remember, he said he'll pay anybody anything to get a thorn out his ass, right?
Yeah.
You went along with everything, but now you know he did. Now Larry did everything, but Larry ain't got a child in this fight though. His kids ain't in this fight. They're home sleep. So accountability is, you know, this girl done told mismatched stories from day one. Actually, she told the truth on Gayle King. That was the truth. Send 10,000 over here. Send 20,000 over here. They was broke. They looking for a life. They wanted to retire off this girl. From whoever could do it. And just so happened, he tried to help, and it harms him on so many different false levels, because everything is fabricated. And let the truth be told, if it wasn't for the R.Kelly supporters believing in everything and everybody that they all support, that's how he got information to flip the narrative around. He didn't know nothing until the supporters blended in with thinking that they were supporters when they were fake supporters just to get information out. I mean, that's my take on it. Like, accountability is, you know, it needs to be, Angelo needs to be held accountable. That was your child. And you went along with everything that he falsely accused this man of doing or happening to your child. From the kidnapping to the whatever. You went along with it. They both need to go to jail, as far as I'm concerned. And it ain't no such thing as where the parents. They was right there. They was right there. Wasn't no such thing as didn't nobody know where they was at. Everybody knew where everybody was. And far as Robert Sylvester Kelly, he ain't have no idea half of these people they claiming victims. They wasn't no victims. The camp members was playing their roles. And that's who really, really gave the stories. The camp players. That's who did it. You know, and they told us this a long time ago. You know, I don't know if anybody remember. If you want to blame anybody, it's blame the people that was around them, because the closest people can only tell your business. The enemy don't know which way you finna move unless the closest one give it to them.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know what? Somebody just made a, thank you, Shakira. Just brought back to mind, Alice and Angelo was cool with R. Kelly, being with Azriel because he was at the graduation or whatever the case may be. You can
Right, he came to the graduation and yeah, they went to eat and, you know, all that. Lied and said that he met her around the corner. No, that wasn't the case. That was a lie. He all at the graduation and took out to eat and, you know, everything was fine. But when he didn't want to do a voiceover and sing to you on the deal door, and when he didn't want to take this offer and take over the lingerie and do this for you and do that for you and stop payments, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Someone
said it.
Somebody said Shabazz was talking about Angelo charging $10,000 per interview, and she said on Gayle King her parents were asking for $10,000. I thought she said $20,000.
She said they would tell her to send $10,000 to this account, and then they would tell her to send $10,000 to this account.
Mm-hmm.
Now he did a live in the background of Larry he was on Larry in the Larry house. He did a live, and he was saying, you hear him in the background, and Larry was letting him know he was on live. He was looking crazy in the background. But see, all those gone. You know, they think don't nobody remember that, but I remember that. I remember that he was sitting in the background and said, when Larry said, "You're gonna send this over there, I'm gonna send all this. Send me all the screenshots. Get all the screenshots. I'm gonna send this over there. You gonna send that over there?" He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this just to fuck up the motherfucking life on purpose."
Well, stay right there, 312. We're gonna need you still on this panel. I'm gonna render the mic to Misguided. You stay there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, DJ.
Okay.
As far as Angelo, I would just say that Angelo led his family with like a spirit of opportunity and greed, and they wanted it so bad that it was to their own detriment, the detriment of their child and the detriment of their family as a unit. We've all seen Azriel on social media. The level of boundaries and respect is low across the family. I don't have the capacity to hate Azriel. I think she's a beautiful girl. It's not in my makeup to hate her. I will say that she never had a chance. Now, I don't excuse her tactics of manipulation, but I know that her behavior is learned. You learn that shit at home. Our most impactful lessons start at home. And now Angelo wants to take her and mold her into America's sweetheart, and that people want to, they should support her and be empathetic. She probably should have just signed her ass up for Bad Girls Club. I think she would have made a great house member. Angelo has taken, go ahead. Oh, I also think that Angelo has taken the Teen Truth brand and just garnered this fake energy behind it. They haven't done any real work. I don't think Angelo has the knowledge to run a successful and viable nonprofit. What work have they done? Who is your mission? What's your mission? Who are you really serving? Who's on your board of directors? Where are your legal professionals? Where are your mental health counselors? Where are your social work professionals? Where are your law enforcement professionals to get behind this cause of human trafficking? How are you going to measure your deliverables and your outcomes? Have you positioned yourself for grant funding? The answers to all those questions are no, and I ain't talked to Angelo. So that lets me know it's a bunch of fake shit. It's a bunch of fake shit that's piggybacking off a hashtag that's real popular and hot right now. Angelo ain't did no damn work. He ain't did no work because he don't lie too goddamn much. Let's start there. So it's just that it's a very, and I said it already, it's a critical time. It's a time where it's a delicate cause. It's a lot of social engineering behind it. So he got behind a cause that he thought could stick, but I just cannot say that I've seen them do any real work where advocacy is concerned. I think it's a crock of shit. I'll render the mic, DJ.
Okay. Moving right along to Cassandra. You want to put on Angelo?
Yes, I'm here. Let's see. My take on him is he's not a good parent. To do your daughter this way, that's ridiculous. I would never do my children the way he's done this girl. If I was to go and want my daughter to have a career or something, I'm going to be there with her. I'm not going to leave her. I'm going to see her all the way through. They messed this girl up, man. She was better off being with him anyway, because she looked 10 times better when she was with Kel. So they got to feel some kind of hurt, pain of how you did this man. You guys got together to try to take down the R&B. Nobody in the industry is going to touch that girl with a 10-foot pole with no music or nothing. She can try all she wants. She's not going to make it. And then to steal all his things, Angela wearing the man's watch and his clothes and stuff, that's wrong. Like, where's the law at when they doing all this stuff? And to say that you recorded him illegally or whatever, that's a lie. I was on that live that night when he called you live and said that all she had to do was get one song with him. I was on that live. You never recorded him. He called in your live that night so he could stop running with that narrative. And Alice, all of them was in cahoots with this. You know, he said that's his stepdaughter. That's not really his daughter, but he pushing it this hard because he wants to get something out of this. The man didn't give you the deal. He didn't give you money, which I was asking for. So you decided to take it to the 17-year-old daughter thing. That's what you ran with after he shut you down with all the other things. And then with Tim and what's his wife's name? You know, Tim and his wife or whatever. I saw pictures with them. Yeah, I saw them with pictures with them on the tour bus with Kels and stuff. I saw pictures of that. Like, y'all doing all of this because you want the limelight, and it's never happened. Like Roland said, I can't wait to court because you cannot remember every lie that you have told out here. When you get on that stand, it's going to be totally different. And you're going to make yourself look like the fools that you are for doing this crazy mess. Go out there and make your own way. Stop trying to eat off somebody else that got it out the mud. Can't get stuff given to you. You got to earn it. You know? That man got it out the mud up under the train station. You know? Y'all want a handout. Don't work that way. You got to put that work in. But they can sit and think they're going to get rich and they think they're going to get something out of this. You're going to end up holding zero in the end. You came in thinking you was going to get something. You're going to go out with nothing. And then you got to, at the end of the day, ask yourself, was it all worth it? You know, so that's my take on it. They just sorry parents. You know, my children would never talk to me the way Azriel talked to him without me popping them in the mouth or something. Never. She's like she ruled them. You know? So they just messed that child's life up. Her whole life looks like they messed her up her whole life, pushing her to go be in this man's face and that man's face and that man's face. You basically pimping your daughter. You even said it yourself on your live. He said it on his live. You should pimp your kids. Yeah, I still have that too.
You said it on IG. Yeah, send me that clip.
Yeah, I still have that. You know, pimping your kids. Like, really, dude? Are you serious?
Yeah, he said people that's mad at me talking about I pimp my kid. He said you should pimp your kids. I'm like, what the hell? You know, and people just make this stuff up, but you know, they ain't listening. I think people just it's so flooded with the aggression, the way people speaking to them, and not really listening to what they're saying. You follow me? They listen to the aggression of these people and all the loudness of these people and just the angerness of these people. They're not listening what's really coming out of their mouth. I literally heard that man say, y'all mad saying I pimp my daughter. You should pimp your daughter. You should pimp your kids or something like that. Send that clip to me. Yeah, I remember that, you know, and these people still be honoring these type of people, man, like they really some modest citizen. But you leave it up to us and me having a panel for the R.Kelly supporters, leave it up to them. It'll be a bad thing for them because they don't expect us to say nothing good about R.Kelly. And I'm glad that some members of the team of you all have made it an idea that we should do a panel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I set the tone for what it is on this panel when us rendering the mic and won't be ratchet and all that old stuff. We for Kels over here. So if you for Kels, that's fine. If you ain't for Kels, then you just be part of the extra 100 people who ain't clicked the like that's in the background in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? So this is strictly for Kels and people who was talking on the facts of Robert Sylvester Kelly and who was the players in this. Do you render the mic or you still have more to say?
Yeah, and like they keep saying we harassing them, we intimidating them. No, we're simply discussing and talk about things that you said out your mouth. You said these things. We wouldn't know these things if you wouldn't run your mouth like water. Y'all said a whole lot of things for us to go back on. Yeah, you totally tell on yourself every time you get on the camera. You know, so you can't get mad at people when they talk about the situation when you put it out there. You didn't want it out there. You should have shut your mouth. You know, I just think it's sickening and disgusting how they ruined this man's life like this. And trust and believe it's gonna come back on you. They can't sleep good at night. Can't. But we continue to pray for Kels. God gonna see him through, because when God say touch not my anointed, he meant that. You do not it's anointed. And he's gonna show you and do something back to you for touching his anointed, and you're gonna feel it. We may not see it, we may not know it, but you're gonna know it for touching his anointed. That's all I gotta say until we talk about something else. I ran in the mic. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Cassandra. Thank you. Passing it on to Nikki. Nikki, it's your turn. Yeah, Nikki, I'm sorry. Nikki, you still there? So far, if you're enjoying this live, let me see a one in the chat. Let me see a one in the chat if you're enjoying the live so far. The same way they put certain people on pedestals, we have the right to talk about Robert Sylvester Kelly. Dana, are you available?
Yes, I am.
Okay, give us your input about Angelo. Then we're going to move on to Azriel next. And we might even talk about Greenberg as well.
Okay.
I mean,
In my opinion, Angelo is a piss poor parent. That his judgment was totally off. You have a 17-year-old child. She's a child in my eyes. Taking her to an adult concert, and you're trying to his wife, they're all tried to scam R.Kelly, the Savages too. Like, you're just trying to use your daughter. You basically pimped your daughter out. Stepdaughter, daughter, you pimped her out. You didn't get the record deal that you wanted. You basically just pimped her out. And then to say that you didn't have contact with her for 4 years. She has pictures with her mom going shopping, all that stuff. So they were just being deceitful, deceptive, using their daughter. And then she's still playing like she's a victim, like she's still using her body to get success. Something her parents must have taught her early, like, I have to use myself to get what I need. Like, they didn't get her the help that she needed. She should have never been at a concert. She should have been at a hospital getting help, treatment. To me, it seems like she was the parent in that household. She was running them then, and she's still running them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I do recall one time she put on, I think it was Instagram or Twitter. She said, if I don't get whatever she thought she was going to get, she was going to expose something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I've always thought they had an odd. I don't know if you want to go deep into that, but I've always thought they had a weird relationship. Him and his daughter, but yeah, she uses everything to get what she wants. Like the Drake situation in Las Vegas, you know, she couldn't get the $2,000 for the dinner, so she has a tantrum in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
They just some piss poor parents. The judgment was totally off. I needed permission just to go to a sleepover as a kid. But you give your 17-year-old daughter to a complete stranger. You don't know this woman. You don't know the staff. You just got in good with R.Kelly. because you know he's the king of our beat. He's an icon. He's a legend. And you pimped your daughter out to the highest bidder.
Mm.
And that's it.
Okay.
They're all manipulators. Him, Larry, everybody. And then they wanna dog us out like we're not educated, we're not this, we're doing so much to them. We haven't looked up not one person. Oh, I'm just so frustrated.
It's okay. You render?
I render, Mike. Yeah, I render.
Okay. Nikki, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, same intake. What's your intake about on Angelo? And how much responsibility or accountability should be to Angelo?
Yeah, to me, all the accountability should go to him and Alice because they are the parents. I mean, she's 17, so she wasn't a little kid, but at the same time, my 17-year-old daughter is not going anywhere. Last year of school, I mean, they should have let the girl finish school and then continue her music career. And so to me, they've taken no accountability, and it really lies on them. The other thing that I wanted to say is I mean, it makes no sense. None of the stuff that I mean they say none of it makes sense. They claim. I'm sure y'all remember when it was supposedly said that Azriel went to the hotel to meet up with Kales or whatnot, her and a friend. So my thing is, if that is the truth, and you did go to the hotel and you caught her there at the hotel with Kels, why then would you still turn around and send your daughter? What was they doing in the hotel?
Why you ain't call the police?
Right. So it makes no sense. Angelo was down with everything. Whatever was going on, he was down with it up until he tried to blackmail, extort Kels, and Kels weren't going for it. That's how that went. Or whatnot. I mean, he takes no accountability. I mean, he's a pimp. He pimped his daughter out. That's just what he did. He wanted money off his daughter, which is what he still wants from his daughter. He wants money from his daughter. And what parent wants to make this a career? It's just say she was a victim, which I don't think she is, not at all. But what parent would want to make this some sort of make a career off of your daughter's pain? Setting her up interviews and making starting a company. I mean, anything to make money off this girl. I mean, to me, Angelo, he ain't shit, and he act like he this and he that and he for the kings and he for the queens. No, you're not, because you couldn't even be a king for your own daughter. So, to me, he ain't shit. He takes no accountability at all. And like I said, if you did catch your daughter at a hotel with Kales, why then would you still turn around and send her? You know what I'm saying? So if anything was going on, that tells me right there you was down with it. If anything was going on, that tells me he was all with it. He was all for it. So, I mean, he's a joke along with all the rest of them. He's a joke, and he didn't give a damn about his daughter. He wanted a record deal. That's what he wanted. He wanted a song. He wanted a song. He wanted Kels to do a song with her. After that didn't happen, shit hit the fan. Shit flipped the script. Another thing somebody mentioned in the chat, that he was at the graduation. So that's what I'm saying. So when did all this kidnapping and when did all this come about?
Facts.
Kidnapped at the graduation? And at this point, I think she was 18 and getting ready to turn 18. So when did this kidnapping, when did it happen? So she was kidnapped and then she went to a graduation and then I guess she was kidnapped again. The shit makes no sense. A blind person can see through this shit.
Right. I think Angelo was more upset that his daughter was in a position to be well established and taken care of without him being involved. And I think that's what made him take the 10 Savage route and to join him in on him, because he felt that his daughter was in a position to not so much be musically inclined, but to be also well established and not be in the ghetto. And I think that's what it is that blew him, like saying, "Hey, you got my daughter, but I'm not getting no profit off of it. So if I don't get a profit, nobody get a profit. She don't even get a profit." And this is why I kept trying to explain to people. I truly think Angelo was jealous of R. Kelly. I think he was jealous because he allowed his daughter to somehow manipulate him and to be in a situation and in the communication and circular of Robert Sylvester Kelly. And then once she got into the circular of Robert Sylvester Kelly, she said, forget him. That's just my honest opinion. And she was just living her best life and said, hey, I don't need my dad for anything. I'm a grown woman now. I don't, it's just like, and that's what I want to touch up on that. And I'm going to let you speak on that. And then I'm going to pass it over to 71 Suburban, and I'll be the first to speak on this. And this is where it all comes to my point of saying, yeah, you got my daughter, but I don't see no profit. You feel me? You got my daughter, but I don't see no profit. I don't see nothing coming in to this house. She's getting all the wealth. She's getting her hair done, nails done, driving the slingshot and doing all these things, having fun. And her daddy's not involved in none of her live activities now that she's a grown woman, whatever the case may be. But that goes back to my point to bring this up. And I want to say, everybody, shout out to Shabazz. Shout out to all the bloggers who put in effort, work of showing how Robert Sylvester Kelly has been framed up, blamed up, accused. What's up, Loyalty? And a lot of things. Shout out to the bloggers who put in work and in this fight for the justice of Robert Sylvester Kelly. If you're in my live and you're listening, I'm talking to you. But most definitely, shout out to Shabazz. Now, I say this again. If it took social media to get all this type of coverage and live activity to get this man indicted, then to get to a federal indictment, racketeering and so forth, why it cannot be the same thing that got him locked up, free him? So here's what I'm going to get to. Shout out to Shabazz. I understand that I've done it, I've spoke to this man, but I also give recognition when recognition is due, and Shabazz most definitely deserves that. A lot of people say you shouldn't disrespect her. You shouldn't say this. You shouldn't talk about her. She's a little girl. She's just that and the other. But as we all seen in the documentary that Shabazz did called The Presidents, and she sat right next to her dad, and she said in front of those cameras, Dad, I'm not going to even stunt. You knew where I was for the last few years, 3 years or whatever, so, and you knew I was well taken care of. I want to understand for the people on the other side, when she said those words in front of the camera, why do they continue to still try to blame R. Kelly when this person is saying clearly in front of the camera, you knew I was well taken care of? R. Kelly told me you to call. Why they so blind to what's being said? Now her dad is right there. He's in the presence of his own daughter. And when she says those words, what do they think the R. Kelly supporter is supposed to believe? What do they want us to say after you hear a person who's been running around saying R. Kelly made her eat shit, he made her wear baggy clothes, he beat her with a shoe, he made her have sex with 5 different guys? Now you have to ask yourself, was she telling the truth then? Or was she lying then? Or is she lying now? Or she telling the truth now? Which one is it? Because there's a lot of inconsistencies. What a lot of people don't understand is, somebody get that local dude up out of there. I don't know why they keep coming there. It's all good. What a lot of people don't understand is this here. She said it. Negativity sells. And I think that's what she did on R. Kelly's birthday in 2020 was let the negativity sales to get the views up. Because the daddy always thought that's the way to get money. Out of this whole YouTube ranting and raving, or whatever the case may be, and we heard her say many a times that she said R. Kelly made her have sex with 5 different guys every single day. But during this whole rant with her cutting up the coat and doing all these things, for 2.5 years, I did not hear her say one time that she had sex with Robert Sylvester Kelly. I did not hear her one time she said that she had sex with Robert Sylvester Kelly, doing all these rants. But she went on the Gayle King show and she said, no, she did not have sex with Robert. And even when she'd been on a masquerade of YouTube publicities or whatever, shows, interviews, she still hasn't said she has sex with Robert Sylvester Kelly. So my question is, why he keep pushing the narrative that he slept with my 17-year-old daughter? Why is Angelo pushing the narrative? He slept with my 17-year-old daughter. Now, I wanted you bring this to presence in a sense, y'all. I got my daughter. She's away from R. Kelly. And if he so much got a relationship with her dad, why she still haven't said she has sex with Robert Sylvester Kelly if she's supposed to be working for the federal government or supposed to be a federal witness or supposed to have something to do with the government? That part I can't understand. So do you think on Shabazz documentary and on the Gayle King show, was she telling the truth in front of her dad and in front of Gayle King? And the rest of it was fabricated. Suburban Girl, you got the mic. Hold on.
Now,
Yeah, go ahead, Suburban Girl. Go ahead, your show.
okay, well, where we at with it? Because I was reading the chat.
Yeah, I was talking about, was she telling the truth on the Gayle King when she said she did not have sex with R. Kelly? And after all going through this whole debacle of charades and channels, she did not say not one time
No, she didn't.
that she
She
had
never
sex
said.
with R. Kelly, all this
Right.
nasty pay. So when she went on the Shabazz show, did you think she was telling the truth then as well as she was on the Gayle King show?
Yeah, honestly, I believe her on the president, and I believe her on the King show when she stated that no, she did not have sex with R. Kelly. When her and Joy had a fight, she never said R. Kelly. She said, "Joy, you slept with me when I was a minor. You slept with me when I was a minor." She didn't then say you and R. Kelly slept with me when I was a minor. She didn't say that. Bobby Brooks said that her best friend was his son. She gave him every footnote of everything she did. And when R. Kelly found out, he cut it off. Because that point that it start being, why is you keeping in tune with this guy? He knew everything that was going on. That girl was living the lavish life. He was trying to get her connected to the lavish life to grow up and get her into what she wanted in the beginning. Once you think how sweet it was, she wasn't interested no more. Like the rest of them did. She got uninterested and I don't have to do this because I'm already here with it. And that's why when she said on presidents, he never left nobody, dry. He made sure everybody had what they needed. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happened, happens. Okay? Whatever happened, happens. So whatever she chose to do from whoever it was, because my belief don't mean there's power to it. But whatever she chose to do, she did it. And so did the rest of them. This whole indictment, his paperwork was a whole frame. There's no way in history that an indictment is even typed up the way his is typed up. There's no such thing as on around, maybe if possible, and if, and there ain't no such thing as that. All of this was a print up as a fabricated frame to gain what they got, a lavish life. Nobody never had. Everybody got a background, and everybody's mad because the money's dried out. I mean, I'm just, that's how I feel about it. I feel like he don't know half of these people, because the way you can look at, if you look at them, everybody got the indictment. It clearly says R.Kelly, also known as Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R.Kelly, did knowingly. That's to make the narrative stick. When he did not know, he was not aware. Half of these buzzers he didn't even know. These is camp members. They was pimping them out. So guess who got a chop of that? Tim, Angelo. They got right on board. Did they want this man to go to jail? No, they didn't want him to go to jail. They wanted him to just up the bag and then leave it at that. Mm-hmm. That's what they wanted. They didn't expect for this man to go to jail. Them people didn't. Nobody wanted him to go to jail. They want to eat by all means necessary. That's what they wanted. But when they got shut down, okay, we're gonna flip it to this. We're gonna flip it to that. I don't believe none of that. None of it. Am I saying he never had nobody in there? No, I'm not saying that. But this pack right here, none of it. I don't believe none of it. All of it was fabricated. Nobody in the city of Chicago gonna make you hold them hostage. Nowhere, in no facility, no buildings. Nowhere. They kicking doors, windows, they knocking hinges off. Ain't none of that happening. Wasn't nobody locked down, wasn't nobody doing none of that. Couldn't get out, couldn't do this, couldn't go nowhere. Everybody just chose to stay because they didn't have to pay a bill nowhere else. And it wasn't no home nowhere else. Better than that. She learned how to speak clearly. Her English was very intelligent. And that's how she got acknowledged. When she went home, all of that went to the toilet, flushed down to the sewer. Just went away. Thanks to her pappy, pissy ass pappy. Destroyed her. He manually destroyed her. Yeah, he did. Went along with everything to destroy her. And far as those, they claiming that we was the ones that was intimidating the witnesses, the victims. There was several fake pages made up. And Larry clearly said it, that he was running out of pages and he needed to make pages. Okay? So when you can pretend on an R.Kelly supporter side, and as you a member, and you start bashing the victims, what that look like? Don't it look like an R.Kelly supporter bashing the victims? Because he got millions of fans and supporters, so who knows one from the other? But if I act like I'm a supporter, I can get information, or I could bash the victims right along with other. I'm not saying supporters never did it, because they have on other social media sites. But YouTube is not one of the biggest websites where R. Kelly supporters are. He's mainly on IG, Facebook, several Facebook private pages with him. He got millions and millions of fans. It doesn't stick to YouTube. YouTube is just the airwave to get it out more. But he has, he don't have supporters just walking around just up every day, just bashing them. That was them doing that. Pretending to be a supporter and bashing that girl. That boy was making pages up. He was the one made that page up, and they put that the word on the curve say she did it to know where their address was, and then act like somebody is threatening to do something to them. They put their own address up on IG. The whole address up, but then they want to say somebody's trying to kill him. No, kill them. Well, nobody trying to kill you. That was all Larry and them doing, making up the pages and under the supporters, and then saying they're intimidating the witnesses, or they want anonymous jury. That's how all the anonymous jury stuff come about. Don't nobody know who's going to be before you when they come to court. All of that made up document. All of it. All of it's fake. Just want to say that.
Okay.
Free our camera. And I render the mic.
All right. Thank you.
You got something else to ask me. Unless you got something else to ask me.
Hey, I appreciate that. She said, I render the mic. I appreciate that. Roland.
Can I say this, DJ?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to say this. I don't appreciate the insults that Kale's supporters got from someone that's supposed to be his bro, his close friend, or whatever. You know, it wasn't cool for him to bash the supporters, his fans, because every video and interview that R.Kelly's ever done, he always thanks his supporters and fans. He loves his fans. So I don't think that was cool for him to bash his supporters and fans. We're not doing this because we think we're going to meet him or because we want to hear him get out and do a song or whatever. No, we're doing this because even though we don't know him or whatever, we're doing this because we care and we want justice to be served for this man. We want him to get a fair trial and we want him to get out and carry on with his life, you know? We're not doing this to get close to him or whatever, you know? We're doing this because we care. Even though we never met him or don't know him or whatever. Some may have, some may have not, but we're doing this because we care about this man. That goes for any other black man. I got sons. And, you know, I don't want nobody to do this to my son. So in Kel's 19-minute song that he made, I Admit, he summed everything up in that 19-minute song. I just not listen to the beats and whatever he doing this music or whatever. I listen to his words. All his music is his testimony of his life. He's not going to get out here and get in front of people and speak. He's going to give you the testimony in his music. That's how he speaks to people. You know? So I just wanted to say that. I didn't appreciate it getting bashed. I felt kind of hurt by that, you know, because every concert I've been to, he always thanks his fans and his supporters. He's big on that. So to bash us, I don't think he'd be pleased with that person bashing his supporters and his fans. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Go ahead, Roland.
Roland.
What's up, bro?
You were talking about Shabazz documentary and also the Gayle King when she said she didn't have sex with R.Kelly on the Gayle King, and out of all her rants and YouTube and IG, she still haven't said she had sex with R.Kelly. So do you think she was telling the truth on the Gayle King show and was telling the truth on the Shabazz presidents?
Gayle King interview, that's when she was telling the truth, in my opinion. That sounds more plausible. You know, about her parents made her do this, take suggestive pictures, and if they had to use them later on, that sounds believable to me. You know, and some of the things she said on the Shabazz docu-series about you knew where I was, those things sound more true. You know, even if you're in a court of law, they go by a term that's used more likely than not. And that's how they solve a lot of these cases, about what's more likely than not. The shit she's saying about I ate doo-doo, boo-boo, poop, shit, however you want to call it. To me, that was for shock value. I don't believe she did it. It's for shock value. That's what that's about. They said they were brainwashed. They got no traction. They said they were held captive. They got no traction. Yeah, nobody really, you know, was believing that kind of shit. So what can we do for shock value to make people, you know, really listen to what we're talking about? Oh, let's say he made me eat poop, even when she's talking on the phone. He made me do this. No one even talks like that. And she made sure she said, and he made me do this. And he made me do this. So that's how she trying to get the people's attention. And he made me do this. So that he made me do this part is what sounds like there's some phony bullshit, because people don't talk like that. No one conjures up stories like that. No one does that. So yeah, everything was for shock value. It's just to get people to listen to their stories. So yeah, as far as the Gayle King, I think they was telling the truth on Gayle King. Shabazz, I didn't really see the docu joints. I really can't elaborate on that, but I saw, bits and pieces and clips that were played on YouTube. You know, those things sounds more likely than not versus, all the bullshit they're trying to conjure up. They knew where their daughter was at. Hell, they sent her. So they got to know where she at. They sent their ass there, you know? So Angelo and Larry, they conspired together. They help me out, I help you out. It's like a quid pro quo. And that's exactly what it is. It's a quid pro quo. You help me, you do something for me, I'll do something for you. So you push my narrative about my daughter. And I think, you know what? As Angelo talked later on, right? I think he got pissed off at Larry because some of the shit the dude did, he didn't want him to do. He took it upon himself. And he took it upon himself because he wanted to help himself. Self-serving. I got to do this. We got the storage. Let's talk about the storage for a second. People say 100 devices, and they found 100 devices in the storage. Who has access, or probably had access to that storage, or a key to that storage? Azrael, in my opinion. She could have took her dad there. She could have took Larry there. She could have took anybody to that storage. Only thing we can pray and hope that there's cameras pointed at that storage, because Robert was locked up at the time. So if he locked up in Greenberg and his lawyer saying that we went to the storage and wasn't nothing in the storage, then how they talking about we found 100 devices in the storage? It's impossible. We looked at it already. The one by O'Hare Airport, we looked at it already. There was nothing there but some what they said, some studio equipment and all that kind of shit. So they talking about he got 100 devices with stuff on them. I would like to see them produce that. First they got 4 tapes. It dwindled down and they got 3 tapes. Then they got 2 tapes. Then they got 1 tape. If they got 1 tape, it's probably the same damn tape that he got acquitted for in 2008. So you're gonna rehash that, put a little sauce on it, and bring it back up. I think they upset. They hurting because they couldn't do anything and he got acquitted. The reason he's sitting in jail, they threw a RICO in there. That's to stabilize this man. That's to stabilize Robert. We're gonna stabilize him because last time he fought his case on the outside. We have to make sure he don't fight his case on the outside this time. So let's throw the RICO in there so we can hold him. They know that man ain't no flight risk. Rob don't like to fly. Everyone that knows Rob know he don't like to fly. That's why he take the tour bus everywhere. He don't like to fly. So they know the man wasn't going nowhere. Then we talk about the mask. Why would you buy a mask? If that's the mask that I seen, why would you buy a mask that looked like you? I don't even know if that was Robert's mask. Maybe they bought a mask. Maybe Angelo bought a mask so they can put that mask on and they could go into the storage. I think like that. I think outside the box. I'm not going to buy me a mask so I could be able to go out in the public and not be recognized. If I do, if I'm black, I may get a white person mask. If I'm trying to disguise myself, why would I get a mask, a bald head, thick eyebrows that looks like me with a goatee? That doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
People need to put their thinking caps on. That shit does not make sense, not one bit. I'm not gonna get a mask that looks just like me so I can go out in the public. I'm gonna get a white person or something that looks totally different from me so I could be inconspicuous. No one's gonna know it's me. So that shit is stupid. It's just we can't wait till this trial start. I say it all the time, man. And I'm always in about we can't wait till this trial start. You
Mhm.
know, and I did that shit. I'm gonna say I did that shit. And I did that shit. I'm gonna keep saying I did the shit. I want people to always keep that in mind. If anything goes wrong in this case, remember Larry said, and I did that shit. Larry, you did that shit. I believe you. I believe you said you did it. I believe you did it, and you did that shit in several businesses that you own. And this is one of them. Me and Kevo laugh at this shit because it's funny. These people come on the internet and they tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. So I love to listen to them talk. Just keep talking and you'll tell on yourself. I appreciate it. So with that being said, I render the mic.
All right, all right. Everybody, I want to welcome Spitting Fire to the platform. Spitting Fire, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, baby?
Hey, I'm good. I'm just sitting back
How's
chilling.
everybody on the panel doing?
Doing
All good,
good,
sister.
doing
All
good.
good.
Good, good.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm glad you able to make it Spitting Fire because you have one of the most ghettoest phones on these YouTube streets.
you know what? That's why I got my I'm on my laptop. Okay, and my phone will be here next week. And when it is, I'm too good for y'all. Okay, y'all talk to me the third week when I got my phone.
Hey, spitting. Hey, spitting.
What's up, Spitting
Okay.
Fire? So, Spitting
You know
Fire.
what? You guys, all of you are like 1,000% correct on each and everything you guys have said. You are so correct. And the thing that I have an issue with is what is being spewed out here is that we have these people and they read these indictments. You know what I mean? And people do not understand. Like these indictments are just one sided. So, you have a prosecutor go in front of a grand jury and say, we think we have a probable cause to arrest someone based on these facts, or at least we believe that these are facts. And then the grand jury say, okay, yeah, and then that's the indictment. And people think because you have an indictment, like that's the end of it. Like they literally think that once you are indicted, that is the end of it. And it is not the end of it. You know what I mean? That's just the beginning of something that someone that's on the defense have to talk about. So I just personally think that people get too much emphasis on indictments when it comes to this because everything has to be cross-examined. You understand? The defense hasn't had nothing thrown in them. Nothing has been in a court. I did plenty of videos where I was talking about the justice system and I was talking about how everything was one-sided. So if you looked at or listened to infamous Sylvia when she interviewed Joel the other day, and he was talking about, how they were losing all these motions and things like that, that is like one-sided, like the scale is tilted. And when the scale is tilted, it has to be fixed because it's going to be really hard for them to convict him without a real quick overturn on appeals because your justice system doesn't work like that. Even if you are guilty, there are just some motions you're going to win. Even with Derek Chauvin or whatever else, there are just certain things that you're going to win. You know what I mean? It's not going to be even, but it's definitely not supposed to be one-sided. And that's one of the things that people don't understand. And then somebody said earlier when they was talking about the guy over there, when they said they were praising him, you know what? I just was like, wow, the hypocrisy and all of this is crazy. Like, but that's just the way of the world. You know what I mean? Like, we'll say this crime is okay, but this one is not. You get what I'm saying? Or we'll say this, and then this guy is alleged to have done something where this guy could have pled guilty to something. In other words, like Charlamagne the God and R.Kelly. R.Kelly has only allegedly done some things. These charges have not been proven yet. But Charlamagne the God has pleaded guilty to some of these charges, and yet he free. This is the hypocrisy in our world that we have to fix. Like, this is messed up. But yet Charlamagne gets to have be on a syndicated show every day, talk. He's not muted. No one's muted. These women sat on a platform with him and talked about R. Kelly with him. And then Dream Hampton goes around and she says, "Oh, she didn't know that he was these charges." Well, I don't understand how, because it was all on the internet, just like R. Kelly stuff was all over the internet. However, that's not the only person that was charged or had a accusation of some type of sexual mishap. You had Torrey on there. So not only did you have one person in your documentary, but you have two people in your documentary that have been accused and pleaded guilty to the crimes into which they were allegedly have done. So that's a problem, because you're supposed to be speaking up for some alleged victims, right? These women supposed to be telling their stories, and yeah, you got people who are predators on there talking about some, yeah, R. Kelly a predator when they have pleaded guilty to something. He was exonerated. He was acquitted in 2008. So I don't understand how the world is all of a sudden just believe women, when this woman had this these men on there. Not to mention
that number, but he told me they put that in the next.
not to mention,
trying to get it to her back.
does somebody? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Not to mention that the father had something questionable in his arrest sheet, and he was on the documentary. So
Okay.
I'm thinking to myself,
Okay.
I don't know about you. Huh?
Let me stop you for 1 second, because that's all good, but we go focus on these players that played a part. So when I ask you an honest question,
Okay.
you say you saw how they was praising and giving him a ceremony, Larry a ceremony, and with your own opinion about Larry, what part has he played in this whole R. Kelly debacle, and do you agree what they did the other day to act like he's an honorable dude in this whole fight?
Well, that's what, how I feel about it is this. Okay, so everybody knows I'm not a fan of Larry, okay? Not at all. I didn't think, first of all, I want to go back to when Nikki was on a panel a few days ago, if you don't mind. Let me talk on this for a quick 30 seconds. When Nikki Bowman went on the panel the other day, they were like telling her about you. And she was talking about, well, this person did this and this person did that. I was on here early on in 2019, and I was one of the few people that Larry came for. So Nikki, you was right. I was one of the few people. It was me and it was Nee. Now he did since apologize to me several times, but that was several times, as you can see. And so I just think that personally, that's them over there praising who they support over there. See, people have lost their way on this side and on that side. If you saying you for these victims or whatever, how can you be for him? Because if he's pled guilty to some things, he made people a victim as well. So people are not really for victims. You can't just say you for victims when it's just sexual assault and everything else just don't matter. That's hypocrisy at its best. And that's just how I feel about it. You know what I mean? A crime is a crime, and if you plead guilty to it, that means you're guilty of it, and it is what it is. But that's who they support. So I'm not going to even elaborate further on there, because I'm not Old Cove, I'm not Team Truth, I'm not an affiliate of them. They get to do exactly what they want to do, and that it is what it is. But I just find that the world is full of hypocrisy. That's all it is, and it ain't nothing we really pretty much can do about it.
So let me ask you this: so you say you're not this, you're not that, right? Now, but you do believe for the injustice of Robert Sylvester Kelly, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now here's my question: do you think what Larry did was justice or injustice?
It was very much injustice. It very much was irrelevant. I don't think that someone's case should have any bearing on this case. And that's an issue. That's an issue with us as a people to be able, because if that was the case, we all can just insert ourselves. If we find ourselves in some trouble, We all can just find somebody's business that's high profile, insert ourselves in it to just get us some lesser time. If this is the way that our system is going to go, then that's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? I don't think that our justice system should have allowed this man to be able to infiltrate this man's case, and then based on things that was on the internet, turn over whatever they want to them, and then it's supposed to be valid. I just think that that's a problem. I think everyone should have a problem with that, actually. But first of all, I would like to say this too. And then not only that, he need to be mad. And I'm not even taking up for Larry, but to hear this out. So we have, going back to this docuseries for a minute, DJ, I got to spread this. I got to say this for a minute because it's going to tie all into what you're asking me or who you're talking about. But we have this docuseries, right? And then we have this woman on there that said she had relations with an underage girl and she didn't know that the girl was underage, right? And that her and R.Kelly was engaged with this girl. Now, why is it that she cannot know, but they expect for R.Kelly to know? The same reason as he's supposed to know how old this other girl is, but the courthouse didn't know. But anyway, that's neither here or there. But she gets immunity. So you goes and help these people, and they just reduce your sentence. But she's admitted to engaging in being a predator to a minor. See, the hypocrisy in this is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even know why he's not even upset about it, but he's so happy that he just got a reduced sentence. He really could just care less because maybe he knew he's guilty, but that's still wrong. You know what I mean? Like she can actually literally engage and get immunity, but he still have to go to jail. See, that's why I said what I said. You can help the fans and they still will hem your ass up. It really don't serve no purpose of doing that. It really don't.
Right. Now let me say this real quick, because a lot of people on social media fail to realize that it's one thing to support a blogger on social media, and even though the facts came out about that individual being an informant, not just helping prosecutors on I think 2 state cases and 1 federal case, or whatever they having, it don't matter, being a snitch, period, and they accept that. And we on social media listen to that, and we still accept that behavior like that's okay. And you have that right on social media. But for the people that don't understand, on social media is not society. Society is society. And when society realized that you are a snitch and you ratted on somebody and you inserted yourself in something that had nothing to do with you, all because you got caught for the crime that you freely and willingly on your court, on free and willingly on your accord committed, then that's on you. That's not on R.Kelly. That's not on his co-defendants. That's on you. So let me just wake a lot of you people up in the social media world. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Larry is y'all blogger, and that's who y'all rock with, and that's fine. Okay, but the truth of the matter is, social media is not the real world of reality of being a snitch. Okay, that's not the reality of it. So y'all can still put them on a pedestal, but once they go behind them bars and they find out what you locked up for, and especially you have asserted yourself in something just to get a time reduction, do you know what that is to be a snitch? You would put yourself in a government investigation to get time reduction that has nothing completely to do with you. And the man's name is still R.Kelly, even though a lot of people might not like him. But the fact that you still asserted yourself as being a snitch to the United States government, there's nothing social media is going to be able to do once a man is locked down and confined behind these bars, because they do not play these games in the real world as far as being a snitch. I'm not talking about what people want to define a snitch. I want to talk about in front of that judge sitting on that bench and he reading your paperwork and saying that the government accept this information and accept that information and your time being reduced. That's what you call a snitch. So to all the Oko, no disrespect. To him, no disrespect. But reality ain't really hit. It's one thing to get this love from social media and get this persona of, yeah, you cool and you gonna be straight, you gonna be that. But that's not the reality of the real world. The reality of the real world is snitches get stitches. And when they find that you a snitch and you literally went above and beyond because you committed a white collar crime that had nothing to do with Robert Sylvester Kelly, and you just turned informant just because you want to be an informant to get some time reduction off of your greed of monetary gain for you and your family. That's on him. That's not on me. You know, I listen to Larry. I think sometimes he want to play like he's innocent, but he's not an innocent person. He committed a crime. And the law of the land, if you commit the crime, you do the time. You know what I'm saying? Conspiracy goes a long way. It goes a long, long way. And y'all don't want to understand this, but when these feds come for you and they indict you on certain things, and they know people doing similar things that you've done. Now, remember this. How is it that they indicted R.Kelly on conspiracy and ain't got nobody to conspire with him? It's just R.Kelly. Am I right or am I wrong, Spin Fire? It's
You're absolutely correct.
It's R.Kelly. Now, peep this. Here it is, Larry, and they indicted him, but they also put other people with his crimes. Y'all understand what I'm saying? They got R.Kelly on an indictment, but they ain't got no co-conspirators with R.Kelly. But here it is, you got Larry, and they got co-conspirators with him, and he done ratted on all his co-conspirators. This is the reality that y'all haven't seen yet. It's one thing to be on this internet and trying to praise somebody for something that had really absolutely nothing, positively nothing to do with them, was trying to look through a foxhole to try to see their way out. And Asriel had to be the bait. Larry had to be the bait. You know what I'm saying? Him faking them all fake accounts. He said he did all those things because his greed got the best of him and put his family in a situation they didn't have to be in if he was a working hard citizen. See, if you was a working hard citizen trying to earn, to get everything you got, then you wouldn't have to worry about the feds. You wouldn't have to worry about them knocking on your door. You wouldn't have to worry about ratting on nobody. But because if you know you're doing a legal crime and you get caught in your crime, it's not for everybody else to do your time because you got caught for your crime. So when y'all get through over there, and there's no disrespect, I want to praise a guy and thinking you're a good guy, that shit only work for social media. But when the real world comes into play and then people find out, like I keep saying, it ain't nothing that social media go do for what's gonna happen in reality. This ain't no scare tactic. This ain't no spook tactic. This is just fact tactics and facts. What I'm saying, because everybody know snitches get stitches. All right.
Or end up in ditches.
Yeah. That too, yeah. So they can keep on doing that. But I just felt it was need for me to do a panel, and it was brought to my idea by a few of my YCF fans, and that's all it took. And we're gonna do this more often. I think this just gonna be a part one because we got a whole lot to talk about. Even going down to Greenberg, I think him being locked up for 2.5 years or whatever the case, and Greenberg really not doing anything. Why this man in trial investigation and they steady building case. I'd rather take a chance with somebody else. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You know, I'm in trial and you can't even get me nothing to be dismissed, and they don't really got nothing, but they got this man locked up. Asriel. And like I said, you know, no disrespect intended upon it, but it is what it is. And I said, we're going to talk about facts. She's been around this guy for 3 to 4 years. And to come and go see this man when he get locked up in July 2019 up to December or whatever, and then all of a sudden just turn. I mean, we living in the real world. Don't nobody really do no shit like that. Let's just keep this shit all the way funky. Ain't no motherfucker gonna be with nobody no 3-4 years and then wait till they get locked up. Still go see them while they locked up for 4, 5, 6 months, and all of a sudden they this bad person. Because if you were so much sent in to be a spy, or you were sent in to get some information on R.Kelly, the minute he got locked up, you would have came out with everything you thought you had, what the government need to try to put this man down. But that wasn't even the case. Whatever our relationships with R.Kelly, we still don't know. But we could tell this: they love them some R.Kelly presents. They love them some R.Kelly gifts. They love them some R.Kelly money. They love that R.Kelly fame and that R.Kelly environment. We can't say that for sure. So at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm tired. I want to thank everybody for coming in on this panel. I think this is just part one. Spin Fire, thank you for coming in.
No problem. No problem. I always like to come in because I come on everybody else's panel. It was only fair that I come in.
Roll
Kelly,
yours.
can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Dana.
I just want to, wait, what's mine? I just really want to just thank you so much. You have endured so much these last 2 years. A lot of people don't know you've actually been on YouTube way before then, when you used to do YouTube with your daughters. But I just want to thank you for putting in the time and the effort, for everything that you've endured. I don't want to tear up, but you know we rock real hard for you. And you just so dope. You so dope, and you be having my stomach just hurting. You really need to do some stand up and some comedy or something. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. You know, like I said, I really just got in this fight to fight for injustice, not to fight with all these people that's fighting against.
Yeah, it's crazy how they just attack you, attack us. We're not educated, we stupid, but yet they're fighting for women's rights. But they attack us like crazy. And all we doing is supporting R.Kelly and supporting your channel.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, like I say, everybody has their own following, and everybody ain't gonna have the same following. But I appreciate the people that follow me, rock with me, support me. Put my Cash App up if you enjoy the live. Hit the Cash App. You feel me? Make your donations now. Don't run just yet, because it's about to be over, but not quite over. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when they get to the end and the church say it's time for that love offering.
Yes.
Everybody want to get up. They say, "Oh, it's offering time." The first time they say it's offering time, everybody get that purse. Let me get my purse. I'm gone. All right, y'all. Thank you for the word. It was good. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. But I got to go. Yeah. But yeah, I thank you, Spitting Fire, Rolling, Nikki, Cassandra, you. Man, I thank you all, man. And shout out to YTF family for coming up with the idea. They know who they are, with the idea of putting together a panel, because we want to, you know, they want to put this man they want to put Larry on some type of pedestal, like he did something so modest when he did something criminal. He took away some people's identities. He took away some people's livelihoods to make his livelihood what it was for his family. But ain't nobody thinking about the families who've been victimized of his scams. And that's just not right. And so we're not going to sit up there and act like this man then did some hell of a fine thing. So basically you send it to the world, it's okay to rob, it's okay to steal, and most definitely okay to kill. And God say you should not rob, steal, or kill. So y'all sending out the wrong message. That is the wrong message that we are sending to our people. We sending out the message that it's okay to be a snitch when you commit a crime and you don't be held accountable for the crime you committed, but insert yourself in anybody's business that's a high profile person to get some time reduction. That is the message that we sending out to the people, and it's not right. It's not about if I don't like Larry, if I do like Larry. It's about what's right, and it's about what's wrong. And since Larry been in this, Angelo been in this, Azria been in this, they've been wrong. And when you wrong, you wrong. And when you right, you right. You know what I'm saying? And Larry is wrong. I don't know why people think his family is more important than my family, your family, or anybody else's family, or the 79 families he stole their identity. That's just not
True.
how it goes.
Right.
So people get y'all mind right, man, about what y'all honoring and this, that, and the other. Because God said he is a jealous God. Remember these words. He is a jealous God, and you shouldn't put nobody or anybody, anything, materialistic things above God. And if you putting Larry on a pedestal, the worst is yet to come to that brother. All because y'all putting him in high hopes and places he don't even belong. Better ask God for forgiveness for all of his sin. That way he can be protected whenever you get ready to go to jail. Okay? I'm just telling y'all what I know, what I don't know. Anytime you put somebody above God, praise them before God, and can't thank them, no, it don't work like that. Before I close out this panel, is there anything any of you all would like to say? I will give you a 2 minute outing. Come on out. And I will start with, let's see.
Me,
Who is me?
Cassandra.
All right. Yeah, you got 2 minutes. Let's see it, baby.
Okay, I just want to say appreciate you for letting us come on the panel, and just want to let you know we love you, and we're gonna always rock with you because you've always been an honest person from day one. That's why I started following you from Facebook, and my money is my money, and if I want to donate to you anytime I want to, that's what I'm gonna do because that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I don't care what nobody say. Um, you just keep it real and 100 all the time, so that's why you is who you is, and you got the following that you got. So the hate on that, then that's crazy. But carry on with that anyway. They can. But anyway, I just wanted to say that before I go to bed because I gotta go to work. So I
All
just
right.
appreciate it, and be ready for part two. This is
All
good.
right.
I like this.
All right. I appreciate you, Cassandra, coming on and voicing your opinion on all the people that's been talked about. Remember, y'all, we always said, hey, everybody have opinion. You have opinion to like what I like and not like what I like. And I got opinion to like what you like and you not like what I like. But we all have an opinion. You respect it or reject it. And it's nothing for nobody to bash because we disagree with each other. We just have different of support system and different agreements. If y'all can agree with everything Larry doing, we can disagree what he's doing and support who we support, or y'all support what we don't support. And that's just all what it is. There shouldn't be no lies with people getting mad and getting all upset because I did a panel and yeah, they don't like Larry. No, it ain't that we don't like Larry. Larry put himself in the situation. It's just our facts on how he came in this whole fight, period. And we all been around to watch him come into this fight or coming to this whole R.Kelly situation, and we have an opinion about that. So I hope don't nobody get these lies misconstrued for drama because it's not for drama. It's for the Kel supporters that love Kels and talk about the people who played a part in R. Kelly situation. All right, thank you, Sandra. I pass it over to Nikki to the right.
I just want to say thank you, DJ, for letting us come on this panel to speak, about how we feel, with this whole situation or whatnot, and keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good thing. We're here to support you or whatever, support Kales, to free Kales, or whatnot. And a lot of us just wanted to be, heard regarding all this, this mess that's going on. Because if they can support a convicted felon, why can't we support someone who has not been convicted and won't be convicted? Or whatnot. It's bullshit to me. But I appreciate you for letting us come on and speak on how we felt. And yeah, let's keep doing this. Let's free KOs. And yeah, this is great. Hopefully we can have more panels, to come on and, get back on topic of what we're all here for. And that's
Mhm.
to support KOs, help vindicate KOs, so This was great, and I hope we can get together and do it again. Hopefully, more people next time will join the panel, and help us, speak on this or whatnot. And I hope all of you have a great night. And I thank you so much, DJ.
All right.
Oh, and yeah, thanks to everyone on the panel as well.
You're welcome.
No
You're
problem.
welcome.
And I'm gone, DJ.
All right, go ahead, Roland. It's on you.
All right, baby. Look here, man. I appreciate, man, everything you doing in this fight for Robert, man. You're doing a great job. I want you to keep up the good work. This is how you do a panel. Nobody interrupted nobody. This was great. We did what we did, and nobody interrupted nobody. So everybody was respectful. Nobody loud talking and talking over each other. Nobody did that. So I appreciate that. I respect everybody that's on this panel. I respect everybody that's in this chat. I want everybody to pray for Rob. I want everybody to pray for this man. As he changed lawyers, some out, some stayed. I don't know if they get new lawyers or not. But I want to just thank everybody who truly in the fight. I use truly because there's some people that say they in the fight, but they're not. And we know who those people are that's not in the fight. I don't have to call no names. Everybody, well, maybe I could say one name. I'm going straight to the bozo. The bozo is this dude so phony, it's ridiculous. And I want everybody to know that when Rob, if if he had a chance to speak, and when he does get out, he gonna tell you guys, this dude was just a super fan who I let speak and on my behalf because he was saying something positive for me. But do I know him like that? No, I do not. He would say that. I know verbatim he would say that. I promise you. You guys may not know me, and that's fine because I'm y'all not here to know me. But the bozo is a liar who says they had babies by people within this case. The Landfair girl, the Shanti McGee daughter. This boy that lied so many times is ridiculous. I'm coming to Chicago, Dubowski, so I can beat you the fuck up. I didn't see him in Chicago. I'm coming to Houston, Kevin. I'm beat your ass. He didn't come to Houston. I'm gonna see you guys in New York at this protest. He wasn't in New York. He was at the gay bar when he was filming that shit. He was at the gay bar. What else? I'm going to Washington. Oh man, my flight got canceled. I couldn't make the flight. This dude is just a known liar. You guys sit there over there in his chat and listen to all that bullshit. I think y'all just like to be entertained. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's entertaining you guys. So keep being entertained by this bozo, fool ass nigga. Now I was gonna keep it cordial and keep it cool. But since I'm signing off, I had to get that shit in because I want to make sure this motherfucker, if he listening, that he know you a bitch ass nigga, dude. And everybody know you a bitch ass nigga. Bring your ass out the closet. Come out the closet. The LGBT people welcoming you, bro. They waiting on you to come out the closet. Be proud of who you are. We know you don't. The lady Angie said she made up a girlfriend for you and shit. So come on, man. You don't even have a girlfriend. Look at Randa. Look at you. No comparison, bro. No compare. That girl did not want you. So stop. Look at you. You over there. You sound like a bitch over there. Going back and forth with the what's the lady name? Nosy hoe. Oh, give me a second. Nosy hoe. What's her name? Nosy hoe. You're going back and forth with her and Toxic. That's bitch shit, dog. You are a guy. Be a guy. If you a guy, be a guy. You sound like a little girl. You're going back and forth. That's cackling shit. That's what women do. They gossip. Not no disrespect to y'all, but this dude is a gay gossiper. So you're a gay gossiper. Stop, dog, with all the bullshit. So stop with that shit, dog. We know. Just come out the closet, bro. Just come out the closet. You look good in those clothes you was wearing and shit when you was doing your little move. You play the gay role good. You play the gay role good with the little bra you had on, the little tights, the rainbow shit. That's your normal everyday wear. So put that shit on, walk around. It's summertime. You want to let your hair down, go ahead on. Do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all we gonna do is say, damn, you finally came out the closet? Cool. Them people over there in your chat, what you call them, the dream team, aka scheme team, they gonna accept you no matter what. So just come on out the closet, bro. Come on out the closet. I don't know what woman you said you got babies. I don't know what woman had sex with you, bro. I
Oh
don't know what
Lord.
woman had sex with you. So uh
Oh my God, he got
that's
my
pretty much
stomach.
I think that's pretty much all I got, man. I think that's pretty much all I got, Kevin. And I appreciate it, man. So
All
Bozo, uh uh
right.
fuck you, dog. That's pretty much it. So Shot Town, one love. I appreciate everybody on this panel. We had a great time tonight. So
Yeah.
thank y'all. All
All
right,
right.
y'all. One love.
Oh
One
my
love.
God, he got my stomach hurt.
Everybody, welcome Tori to the live. Miss Guided YTF. I want to thank you for coming on the live as well. Um, Everybody, welcome Tori to the live.
Hey Tori.
Hey
Dana,
y'all.
Dana, you want to go ahead and say some things?
Oh man, Roland got my stomach hurt. um, yeah, I just want to thank you for having the panel. This was excellent. We didn't argue. We didn't fight. A matter of fact, we haven't fought with each other in the 2 years that we've been following you. Been your subs. So I
Was
think
it?
we are so dope over here. We're
Was
just
it?
fighting for Robert Sylvester Kelly, and I just want to say free Kells. And I love you so much, Kevin. You are so dope. And
Sweet.
Roland is a damn fool.
Okay, I'm gonna text you. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, that's fine. I give you my information for my Western Union. I'll text you right now.
All right, thank you.
Did you enjoy the live? Yeah. Okay. That was somebody wanted to send me money Western Union. Okay. Where Tori at? Where you at, Tori? All right, let me get Tori get in. Tori. Hello?
You talking to me?
Yeah, go ahead, Tori. You got the floor.
Well, I pretty much missed the whole live because I've been in and out. But I just want to say, I'm rocking with you like 4 flats and a fresh set of dominoes. We've been rolling and we done been through every fight, but I must say, you strong, DJ. And it's something out there for you. Whatever it is, God got something big for you. That's all I feel in my heart. I don't have nothing bad to say about nobody, but I will say you done held it down for the whole squad. Like I had to fire off and unleash this damn tongue of mine a couple of weeks ago. I had to do that one for the team because we've been disrespected, too much for no reason. So, whatever people decide to do for the love of you, that's on us. That's our choice. It's our prerogative. But we ain't no damn love over lock up assholes over here though. I will say that much. We ain't got that over here. So all I'm gonna say is I appreciate you. Got mad love for you. And I will be out pretty soon and party with you. I'm gonna try to get back Sandra. I try to get Mama D down here to Texas whenever she can take off. But so we all can come party with you. But you good. You good with me. Always.
What you said?
Always. And I'm gonna go back over the live, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you putting in this fight. dealing with the sacrifice of your family, being put in harm's way just to be malicious. You stood tall on that one, 10 toes down, and you dealt with it like a God-fearing person. And like I said, I followed you from Facebook because my cousin sent me to your page on Facebook. So I've been rocking with you since Facebook. So I'm just glad to fit. I'm glad to see that you a strong person. Cause see me, I think I would have been hopped the plane, tried to figure out a way to get out there and get some get back games, But like they say, God is always in control, and God gonna see everything through, just like everything that's going with Kels. All the stuff that these people done did to this man, it's crazy how the karma, like Spitfire, you say that karma train, it's coming. And trust me, that train ain't stopped yet. So, like they say, God don't like ugly, and He damn sure don't like pretty. And a lot of people feel like they always got one up on you, but from where I'm sitting at, you always came out on top. So, and that ain't nothing but your blessings, from God.
Yeah.
I'm here with you all the way to the end.
Appreciate you.
All right.
All right. Go. All right, y'all. They all having the one and only Tori. Put them on our top. Appreciate you for calling in, Tori. I want to thank everybody who tuned into my live. If you enjoy my live, make sure you send me a financial blessing to Kevin's Blessings. That's KEVINSBLESSINGS. I really think that this really been a long time coming to really like have a panel, man, so we can really discuss the players in this whole R.Kelly situation and how they want to put them on a pedestal to being something more than what they really not. Um, like I've always said, I've always been in this fight, go still be in this fight, go always have a voice in this fight, and that's somebody ain't gonna never take from me. You feel me? And I thank God, like I say, for using me when He using me, and elevate me when He elevate me. And this how you get better as a person. They say what the enemy meant for evil, God turned it around for the good. People got their channels, can say what they want. It's all good, But like I said again, no matter how you look at it, when the government say you're a snitch, you're a snitch. That's it. That's all. And no matter how much people can try to butter up and sugarcoat and sweeten it up and put people on pedestals and make them think like they more than what they is and what they did was so right and wasn't wrong. Society don't have to make you pay the price. God will make you pay the price. And better hope you don't have to pay no bigger price than God dealing with these people on earth, because somebody is waiting. So I don't know. But what I do know is thank you all, everybody that came on the channel. Hold on. Hello?
DJ?
Yes.
I'm no good at texting. My name is Margaret Garrison. Go to my Facebook and leave me a message button. Send it to, and what is the name user will be on your ID so you can pick it up.
All right. Spell your name for me real quick.
Margaret, M-A-R.
Mm-hmm.
G-A-R-E-T. Garrison. Garrison. Put this message so I can read it, clearly what your name is and what state. Are you in Illinois?
No, I'm in Houston, Texas.
So whatever, I have to have the state you'll be in and the correct spelling for your name on your ID. That's all I need.
Okay, I appreciate you. Yes.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Somebody want to Western Union me. Shout out to the lady who just called me. She said, look me up. said, look me up. She wanted my information. She said she don't have this shit. She gonna Western Union me. She's watching my live. I don't know who it is, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Margaret. I'll look you up and I'll inbox you on Facebook. Okay. Again, thank you all. God bless you all. Thank you for the super chat. I get it when I can. No, I don't have to. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I don't got to lower my value. Sometimes people need to know that I'm still blessed. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say sometimes I don't have to lower it to have what God is doing. Y'all hear it for yourselves. Y'all hear it for yourselves. That's all I can tell you. And we needed this. That's fine. I mean, if y'all heard the call, I mean, it's nothing to hide. I mean, it's just somebody want to bless me. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So yeah, God's still in the blessing business. I keep telling y'all, you can't stop what God got for me. If it was for you, it's for you. And what is for me is for me. Again, I thank you all for watching. Thank you everybody who's been on the panel. I'm about to get off here. I'm gonna lay it down and I will talk to you all later. All right. 210. Y'all ain't ready to go in. Seem like y'all ain't ready to go nowhere. What the hell? Y'all still here? Yeah. Yeah, like y'all don't want to go nowhere. Okay, if you don't want to go nowhere, hit the Cash App. Donate. Donate. Okay. I'll sit here. Appreciate it. No matter how much you're saying, I appreciate it. Everything you donate, I keep telling y'all, it's going to my birthday gift. To myself. Promise you that. So y'all still here like y'all don't want to go. You know, we can keep going on if you want to. We can do it like the church. It's giving time. It's giving time. It's giving time. I don't have my DJ equipment hooked up, y'all. My stuff. You notice I've been working so hard. I only had time to hook up my DJ equipment no more, man. Cause see, like these days go back so fast. I don't know. I don't really want to play no songs. Really just what's up, Tracy? Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Y'all enjoyed the panel tonight? Did y'all enjoy the panel tonight? All right, Gigi, I am. So, man, y'all better stop paying them people bad, man. Did y'all enjoy the live today? Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, share, donate to the channel, all that good stuff. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I gave Champ some ribs, and Champ was inside the Thank you, Tracy. They're crazy, man. These people crazy. Man, look, we already know what it is. You'll be all right. Told you they can't live without me, man. Thank you. Thank you, Lady Diva. Thank you. Yeah. Leave y'all. You know what I want y'all to do while y'all on the live? I want you to leave in the comments. Or matter of fact, this is what I want y'all to do. Don't leave in the comments. Send me a cash app and tell me how much you enjoyed the live and leave a message. Let's do it like that. That way you could be giving and telling me a note in the cash app or the PayPal or however you want to send it, how you enjoyed my live. So donate to the channel and leave your message about the live tonight and how much you enjoyed it. And I appreciate y'all if y'all do that. Okay? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We didn't have no drama. Wasn't ratchet. Shout out again to everybody who came out. Yeah, hey Tracy, and I truly believe that. And I'm very patient, man. Again, thank to everybody who came on the panel tonight: Cassandra, Dana, Misguided, Roland, Tori, 312, Chi-Town Finest. Um, thank you all, Cassandra. Thank you all, Nikki. Thank you all for coming on this live. Spitting Fire. Thank you all for coming on this live and everybody respecting and being on point uh, about the haters. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Everybody good? Thank you for the cash app. Somebody just sent me a cash app. Thank you. Yeah, y'all want to donate. Make sure y'all donate. I appreciate y'all a whole lot. Everything counts. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, then like nobody want to go. I'm trying to wait till y'all the numbers go down. But in the meantime, y'all can donate. Uh, oh, you steady trying to talk about me, huh? Are you talking about me? Thank you for the cash out. Let me go see what he's talking about.
Listen, if I get any fucking credit for anything, it's gonna have something to do with you. It's gonna have something to do with you. Because you have done the most. The most. And I put you there. Put you right there. Right where I wanted you to be.
Boy, stop.
Yeah. You, the idiot.
Stop it. Boy, you ain't put me nowhere.
No, I'm not perfect. Hold on, Johnny Kelly, you're perfect. You know what? Slow this shit down. Next time y'all do a panel about me, you gonna think about that shit, nigga. Don't think about it.
No, I ain't gonna think about it. I got freedom of speech. I put you there. Hey, you know what's so crazy?
Man, look.
Hey.
Let R.Kelly's lawyers do their job. Stay the fuck out of his case. Stay the fuck out of the way.
Stop being a snitch. You ain't stay out the way.
Misinforming fucking people.
You misinformed.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
Stop doing panels on people that.
Hey, it's crazy how they can do a panel and talk about me, but when you do it about them, they tell somebody, let them lawyers do their job. Did he let the lawyers do his job? No, he did not. He turned into an informant for the prosecutors. So it's easy to call the pot kettle black when you ain't let the lawyers do their job, but you did a job for the government to get your time reduced. That don't make sense to me. Yeah.
Wasn't there. I wasn't
there. Yeah, let's go, okay. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. It's funny you hear that. Yeah, he say, let the lawyers do their job. Did he let the lawyers do their job? Or did he help the state's attorney do their job? Yeah, he need to worry about what Janine go do. But I ain't gonna get into that, y'all. We had a good lie tonight. Let them ramble and rumble with what they do. That's fine. That's just them. That's that. They support who they support. We support who we support. And then I had the audacity to tell some people when you do a panel about somebody, don't, man, please. They've been doing panels about me for the last 2 years. And then when the tables turn, you can't do a panel about them. Mm. Yeah, they'll be all right. Now, he ain't gonna give me nothing to think about. Ain't nothing to think about. I'm covered. Ain't nothing he can do to me. Nothing. Nothing. That's nothing he can do to me. He can talk to them people and make them believe he's this big dude. If he was that big dude, he would never be going to jail for the crime he committed. I don't know R.Kelly. I don't know him. I don't know none of them. So that's nothing he can do to me. Don't let him fool y'all. You really think I'm worried? Can't do nothing to me. Nothing. Not a thing. But get ready and go to jail and do his time for the crime he committed. That's why I told y'all it's funny when you talk about somebody and they inserted themselves in something that ain't got nothing to do with them. But then when the tables turn, uh, they don't like it. It is what it is. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yeah. Panel was spitting facts. They don't like that. They don't like that. Go ahead, Nikki.
Yeah. You see, that's what he does. That's what he does. I mean, I haven't been over there, but obviously, I guess he's done came on
Truth
Rant
hurts.
Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The truth hurts. I mean, and it's crazy because I don't understand how he can get on there once again. Well, he's Larry, being disrespectful to you when you have said the whole entire live. We are not disrespecting Larry. You know what I'm saying? This panel, we said what we wanted to say. We have a right to say what we want. That's what I'm saying. Larry don't understand that he thinks he is the only one that's entitled to free speech. We all have an opinion. We all can voice our opinions. He is not the only one. The same way he does not want nobody to read his indictment. But yet and still he was on this damn internet every day reading Kale's indictment, adding shit, twisting shit. I mean, just doing the most. I mean, he takes no accountability. He's just like Angelo. He takes no accountability. You know what I'm saying? Take your weight. Take your weight, dude. Get ready to go to jail, do your time, and let that be that, because we can have a voice the same way y'all have a voice. We have a voice too. Ain't nobody over here on the panel. I don't know about the chat because I really wasn't paying attention to the chat, but people feel how they feel. But on the panel, won't nobody disrespecting him. People just simply said their opinions, their thoughts on this whole situation and his involvement. That was it, and that was all. And that was Larry being Larry, typical, ran back to his platform over there, ranting and raving. I don't wish bad upon nobody, whatever, but I really dislike Larry, and I am glad that in a few more days, yeah, we still gonna have to fight for kills, but we won't have to deal with his mouth. So everybody in the chat that's getting frustrated, I don't blame you. I do too, but let's not get frustrated because yeah, we're still gonna have to fight for kills. We still gonna fight for kills, but he'll be one less thing we'll have to worry about because we won't have to worry about Larry's mouth on here constantly antagonizing supporters, Kales, just starting up drama, starting up shit because he can't get his way because somebody spoke on him like the little boy that he is. We won't have to worry about him too much
Hey,
longer. So let him
hey,
let
hey,
him
hey, let me say this. Remember I said these words. One thing about a loser who who can't stand to lose is a loser. So he's a loser. He can't
That's
stand.
it. That's exactly why he had to go. He had to go straight over there and hop on his platform and start up some mess. When our panel was not messy, it was not intended for none of that. But we do have a right to, we do have free speech and we can say what we want to say. That is our right. He can go over there and say what he want to say about Kales and anybody else. But the minute somebody speak on him, you're wrong. And
Yeah,
he talking about let the lawyers do their job. Why you didn't let the feds do their job? Why didn't you let the feds do their job
right.
when it came on the Kales in his case? You didn't let the feds do their job. So who are you to tell us let the lawyers do their job? Only thing his supporters are doing over here is informing the attorneys, the lawyers and stuff of your antics. You know what I'm saying? And other things that can potentially help kills. He's so hypocritical. This is one hypocritical dude, and I seriously cannot wait until I no longer have to see his face. Well, I don't watch him anyway, but just to see like the clips and the things that people saying he's over there saying and stuff. I will be overjoyed, and that's bad to say because I don't like to see my black people, my black men. You know what I'm saying? Incarcerated. You know what? I know we're fighting for kills, but I mean Larry a different breed. He a different breed. He a different kind. He a different type of nigga. He's a snitch, and for one, I can't respect this. I can't respect a snitch, somebody that can't take their weight, can't take their time. You go out here, you do the crime, but you got to rat on niggas, to lower your sentence, or what. I just ain't with that. So I don't have to respect him. No, none of
Right.
that. He need to
Right.
take his weight.
He want everybody to go to jail for him. Man, I ain't going to jail for you, dude. You going to jail for your own
You
shit.
haven't done nothing to go to
Right.
jail.
Hey, listen. That's why it's easy for him to have a platform and spew lies to the people like I'm going to jail because it's all a joke to them. It could be a joke. They can laugh all they want, but the reality is this shit. Larry's going to jail. I ain't going to jail
There,
because I ain't do
exactly.
shit to go to jail.
You haven't done
That's what they
nothing.
don't
You
feel.
have done absolutely
He can
nothing.
have fun. He can have fun with the millions, but they ain't gonna be there when the shit hits really hard and reality comes into play with a nigga being a snitch and how he became a snitch. Because believe me,
And
when you
another
get to
thing,
the feds, they go read up on you before you even get there. Somebody gonna know about you before you even get there.
exactly.
They don't understand it. That's just reality of it. I mean, it ain't got
Yeah,
nothing to do with nobody telling nobody and this, that, and the other. Man, it is he did it to himself.
he
Shit.
did it to
He
himself,
won
and
8 million.
he think those supporters of his
Yeah, they
are
gonna
gonna
help
be so faithful and
you.
hold him down. I get him 2 months. 2 months, Larry ain't gonna know who them people ain't gonna know who them people are because they're not gonna give a damn about him. They own him now because he's hot. You know what I'm saying? He sits over there, he feeds them the bullshit. He does their dirty work for them. They hate kills. So he does their dirty work. He makes them feel good with the little antics and stuff that he pulls. But in 2 months, I guarantee you, they is not gonna think about a Larry McGee. Cause that's how it is. When you go to prison, period, yeah, it should start off smooth. But couple months after your ass been in, people just
Yeah,
gonna write your ass off.
and
They
they
not
really.
taking care of your
Hey,
family.
hey, what they don't realize is after you being in for a while, and they really know what you locked in for, and they realize you volunteered your services, man.
Right,
Look,
right. That's not gonna go good for him.
look. Not only did you rat on your co-defendants, you volunteered your service for somebody else, so they know like, damn, we can't trust this nigga with nothing. We get an extra tray, he go tell the world. You
Right.
feel?
It's not that he only snitched on the people that was involved in his case. He snitched outside of his case, which snitching is wrong, period. To me, I'm not with
Yeah.
that. I'm just not with it.
So
But he
whatever I said must have caught him in his feelings because
right. We hit the nail on the head with him, and he knows that, and he can't take it. He can't take no kind of criticism at all. He can't take nobody else's voice and their opinion, but he can get on here and he can say what he want to say. Ain't nobody allowed to say what they want to say, but Larry and Oko.
yeah,
But we get over here, you know what I'm saying, and have a panel, a respectful panel. Our panel wasn't on in none of that ratchetness, or nothing like that. Everybody on the panel tonight was very respectful. We said what we had to say, but we said it in a respectful way. So for him to get mad about that and go back to his live and cry like a little bitch, I'm just gonna say it. It is what it cry like a little bitch. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking. I've never in my life met a man like him. Not a man. To me, he's not a man either. I've never in my life seen nobody like him. Take your weight, Larry. You're getting ready to go to jail. You have only a few days left. Why aren't you spending your time with your wife and your kids? The last thing a nigga should be wanting to do is be on YouTube, start some fucking YouTube drama that you not gonna be able to finish because your ass gonna be locked up. Sit down. Enough for you. We've had enough for you. Your time is up. Your time is up. All that
wait,
shit you talked about kills for the last 2 years, nigga. Your time is up. Cause guess what? I fully believe 100% Kills will beat this. He'll be acquitted. He'll be coming home. Either way, the ball bounce. You won't be out to see it. You won't be out to talk about it. Your ass gonna be in a 6x9. That's where you gonna be. So just shut up, let it go already. You done did your work. You done did what you came on here to do. Now let it go. Enjoy your family. You have a few days left. Enjoy your family, dude. Get the fuck off YouTube. The fuck is wrong with him? He got a mental problem.
that ain't gonna happen. That
No,
nigga
he gonna
still
be
gotta
on
fight it
YouTube
through.
up until the day he get ready to go. He probably will be on YouTube when he driving himself to the fucking penitentiary, to the prison. He'll be on YouTube. I'm sure of it. I ain't never seen nothing like it though. Never seen nothing like it. You're not gonna be able to see this to the end. Your ass is going to prison. Let it go. But we know he not gonna do that. But I respect you so much, DJ, because even still, the panel was respectful. But even still, after he done went over there ranting raving, talking about you going to jail and all this stuff, you still sitting up conducting yourself like the man that you is. You know what I'm saying? Not letting it get to you. And I'm glad that you're doing that. That's another reason why I came on here to let you know. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't pay Larry no attention. Let him have his little hissy fit because in a couple days, a few days, it won't be no more Larry McGee. Time Larry McGee get out, this will all be over. And I'm glad because he's done his part. He's done enough damage. But you doing the right thing. Let him sit over there and throw his little bitch hissy fit like he normally do. And you keep sitting over here like the king that you is. And just fuck Larry. And I'm gone.
All right. Yeah, that man mad for real. He really mad, y'all. What's wrong, man? We can't do nothing. Yeah, well, he'll be all right. Just, I'm not finna go back and forth with dude. He ain't even on my level, man. So it might be a part two. I don't know. It is gonna be a part two. Yeah, it will be a part two. So everybody good? Hey, that's his channel, y'all. Let him do his channel. I mean, we're not mad at that. I just want to make sure y'all good. Again, whenever y'all can, make sure y'all donate to this live. If you enjoyed this live on tonight, I truly appreciate y'all for listening. We need to do this more often. And y'all be blessed and not stressed. Let them do them. We gonna do us. Yeah, it's all good, man. I'm not gonna stay on here long to prove a point because there's nothing else to prove. My commentary is over. So I want to say good night to you all. God bless you all. I'm gonna go crawl up in my bed and let's see. Yeah, that's it. Upload that. Everybody good? Everybody good? I love you guys. I could put the link in if anybody want to come on to say something. Let me put the link in. Dash, what's going on, bro? God,
What up, though?
what it do, Dizzle Dazzle?
It's all good.
Hey, man, you know what it is, bro. God, I want to thank you for being one of the men that's still standing, bro.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
And I want to say y'all did a good job last night, man.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and that little faggot, we know that's you, Dana Gay. We know that's your faggy ass.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, and Larry 6'9", you say fuck this man's son, fuck your wife, bitch.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm out, DJ.
All right. All right. Oh, he started saying fuck my son. Hey, well, that's okay. He could say that. Right. He don't mean that apology. He thought, see what he thought, yeah. You know what it is, y'all? Let me explain something to y'all. He must thought because, you know, I forgave him, that means I'm cool, that I want to still go do commentary. I mean, the facts still remain the same. And I say it again, just because I accept his apology doesn't mean the facts don't remain the same, that he's a snitch still, that he got something to do with the R.Kelly and all the denials, all of the bullshit that's been going on. Yeah, he could be the daddy. I'm going to be Janine's lover. How about that? Yeah, somebody screen record him, man. I think he need to understand the words that's coming out of his mouth. Because I think I just might go to Vegas when you go to jail. Say some personal highs and shit. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I ain't falling for it. I'm good. We good, y'all. I'm doing, man. If he happy, I'm happy for him. Mm, yeah, he can't be mad at nobody but himself. He committed the crime, not me. Yo. You'll be all right, so. Y'all good? If you ain't donated to the channel, it ain't too late since I got 175 people in the chat. All your donations is appreciated. Thank you for the cash out. Yeah. I hope he get the help he need. Mm. Everybody good? Is everybody good? I don't gotta do a time him. I'm finna go lay in my bed. Everybody good? Go ahead, Tori.
I knew this peace shit wasn't gonna last long, but you just continue doing you, man. We fucking proud of you.
Mm. I ain't worried about dude. I'm that dude. I ain't worried about none of them, brother. My birthday coming up.
And you know we got love for you. So only thing I'ma say, pray for the week. That's all I'ma say.
Yeah.
Pray for the week. Whatever was done was done. It's over with. You took a lot of shit from these people for no reason, just for keeping it real. They drag you for the filth about collecting cash out. Everybody collect cash out. This is a damn job on YouTube. It doesn't matter. It's people's prerogative to send whatever they want to send when they choose to. It's their money. It's no different than people donating to their channel. You got to keep the channel going. And that's just that. If people want you to come on live and want you to get on live and talk about the case or whatever, that's what we want. So if that's what we want to support, that's our choice. And that's what people need to understand. Larry is going to jail. I don't like to see nobody going to jail. But like my mother always used to tell us, you do the crime, you do the damn time. Nobody's exempt from anything. And nobody's family is better than nobody's family. You don't play with people's children. Leave people, kids out of whatever beef you got with an adult, with their parents. I don't care if they grown. That's still somebody's baby. Leave them out of it. Leave people parents out of shit. You don't play with nobody's mama. They daddy or whoever that raised them, that's dear to them. Leave those people out of it. If you got a beef with me, then that's who your beef is with. Other than that, don't be on them people lives and on Angie channel with that buffale saying that you want to make peace when there's a motive behind it. I knew it. And I told Niecy, I didn't feel right about it. But me being me, my faith in God, I'm a trust it. And as usual, People gonna always show their face who they are. So only thing I'm gonna say, let them people talk. They talked about Jesus Christ. He died and rose again. Let them talk. I wouldn't entertain none of that. What they talk, they can put your kids up there. They done did it before. It's nothing new. I wouldn't entertain none of that shit. You know what you got to do behind the scenes. Do what you got to do. Take care of it the legal way. Don't nobody got time to keep playing back and forth. This shit is real life shit that's going on. Not just with R.Kelly, but with other people as well. And we got grown ass people acting like grown ass kids out here. It's ridiculous. Let them talk. Like they over there saying you getting cash out for your car. Whatever you do with it, it's your money. People want to send it, let them send it. Oh well. Did they help Larry pay his bills? So why they got something to say about you? Let them talk. And I wouldn't entertain none of that shit. None of it from both of them, because both of them talking slick. Let them people talk. Keep doing you. Everybody still gonna rock with you. People get tired of that going back and forth, that arguing. That makes people head hurt. It damn sure do make mine hurt. And my blood pressure rise. Because it's upsetting to even see our own people doing the stuff that they doing. Even me, I got out my body a couple of times. Yeah, it ain't cute, but hey, I had to let it out. I let that girl out. Because I had to air out what was on my mind, was making my head hurt. Instead of me talking noise in the chat, I had the opportunity to speak my piece. I spoke my piece. I'm done with it. I don't give a fuck what they say about me or my children because they don't know me. And I'm still stand on whoever the broad is that was behind that fake name. Bitch, if you know me, get at me. And I'm going to stand on that. If you from my hood, then you know what it is. And that's just that. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with them people. Damn them people, DJ. Let them talk. They want your attention. Your attention like nobody's anything. Say we love it over here. So they love it over here. So let them keep coming over and staying in the bushes. That's it.
All right.
I'm out.
All right, y'all. Y'all still in the chat. Oh, he about to be around some real niggas. These motherfuckers on the internet is fake than the motherfuckers, man. Yeah. All right, y'all. I see y'all want me to stay on, man. I mean, I want to get off, but I don't want to leave y'all hanging. You know what I'm saying? To be listening to the foolery of dudes. So I'd rather just stay on and we all still be in the chat. But I'm finna just say goodnight. And I appreciate everybody that donating and who continue to donate to my channel and support me with extra blessings beyond me having a job. You know, can't stress it enough. I'm signing out. You can have the internet, you can have the views, but you can't have my energy because my energy belongs to my bed and my pillow comfortably at my home and nobody prison cell. Okay? So I'll let y'all. Thank you again to everybody who came on the live. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for just rocking and keep rocking. We finally needed a panel so we can voice our opinion and talk about the person who we believe is Sham by the system. All right, I'm out. Peace.